Better than watching Vosh, so that's always nice.
Yeah, but also having your nuts trapped in a vice is better than watching Vosh, so it's not much.
I don't know. It's I think I could tolerate some Vosh if that's the alternative. Okay. Oh boy. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast number 215. This is my top 10 positive masculinity TV characters. Now, if you don't know about the video we're covering, it's by a girl by the name of Anna Psychology. That's her YouTube name. She has almost 100,000 subs, and I don't know exactly what her channel is like aside from the description and looking through some of her videos. She just gives her opinions. And this is purely, absolutely arguments from authority. She says, I'm a clinical psychology doctoral candidate, okay? I make videos about real-world applications to psychology, including psychoeducation about relationships, personality, and psychopathology. I also discuss issues related to mental health, such as reactions to pop culture and social advocacy. So that's a big pile of whatever. And this is generally what you do not want to do when you need someone's psychological opinion. You do not seek out a YouTuber unless they're, I don't know, a really chilled out doctor who's been doing it for so long. He's got nothing better to do with his time. Jordan Peterson would be a great, yeah.
It's a good example. I'm here to learn, though. I'm definitely here to learn. As a person who wants to write more comic books, it's going to be interesting to learn what positive masculinity looks like, as opposed to the toxic kind. So I'm excited about this.
Because Hawk and I were just talking about this before the stream started. She reminds us of like girls we met in like school. And I swear, there's so many girls in like first year, second year university. They don't know what to do with their lives, so they just say, "I'll just take a
psychology."
Yeah, like basically the arts, and you'll just take an arts program in psych, and they just stay
psychology,
there.
Arts, and something studies.
And,
I got a major in something studies,
and they just stay there, and they just keep going with it because they have no plan. And it's just like, this is what this girl sounds like. I'm sure she's a smart girl. I'm sure she studies hard. Passes exams. She's getting her PhD. So I'm like, all right, fine. But she comes across as just like, oh, come on. Did you
come on, you bigoted men? Time to listen. Time to hashtag listen to women.
No,
believe women and
no. Time to learn. No. It's like, come on, love. Come on. You've got to learn. You can be a bit better than this.
Yeah.
Time to become better. Time to listen to her and then be better.
No offense. You're in your kitchen. You've not even put all your pots and pans away. Come on. Doing this video. At least tidy up before you're gonna.
Yeah, the reason I'm saying this is because I met a lot of people in psych. I met my uncle who's passed away, who was part of the Brain Institute of Ontario, and he's previously part of the Baycrest Institute. Very smart guy, lots of smart friends. Met a lot of clinical psychologists and psychiatrists in all the fields of psych. Lots of really smart people. None of them come across like she does. So, no offense. I'm sure she's smart. It just doesn't sound right to me. So, anyway. This is a 16-minute video, if we can tolerate it. I don't know if we can get past 10 minutes. This is going to be too hard for me at times. It's pretty boring.
It's pretty boring, but we can just keep going.
Okay. All right.
Fast forward.
Okay.
Do some comedy skits.
It's going to be very interesting. I wonder how many of our examples have are male characters with beards and glasses, or are fat, or something like that. I can't wait to see.
I only know one character on here from a quick glance that I 100% agree with being on this list as positive masculinity, and we should follow. But I'm not going to spoil that.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is Henry Cavill on this list?
The biggest man possible. Just put him on the list. That'd be easy. I don't think so.
Let's have a look. No, we've got Jack the Ripper.
He's good. He's always a good guy to emulate.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan is responsible. He's the origin of 10% or 25%, something like that. Like this outrageous percentage. Like everyone, an outrageous percentage of people in over there in that part of the world can trace their lineage back to that one man.
I think it's one in 1 in 8 people.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. A lot of people can trace a lineage.
Also, he was the first eco warrior since his hacking and slashing. No, he killed that many humans.
Oh yeah, he made a lot of people off the face of the earth.
The CO2 levels dropped by 30%. So
the first social justice warrior.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I agree with the hacking and slashing.
You're cancelled. You're cancelled. You're cancelled. You're cancelled. You're cancelled. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And the pillaging and other stuff. Yeah, I can get behind that.
All right. Let's get this over with.
First example is not James Bond. I'll be disappointed.
Oh dear.
The Sean Connery version. Yeah. It's the best.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If I haven't seen you before, my name is Anna. I'm a clinical psychology doctorate student, and I make videos.
It's Anna, that psychiatrist girl. Fantastic.
Yeah. Nice
oh yeah.
Nice kitchen. I mean, really
very nice.
Yeah. I mean, this is exactly the kind of video I want when I want to see a girl talk about her feelings.
You're luring us in here. You know, it's like, oh, is this?
She's got the same decor as my kitchen on the wall and everything.
Yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't choose it. It was there when I moved in. And I just can't be asked to change it.
So this is, ladies, if you want to do a YouTube channel, this is the perfect setting for your backdrop.
Set up in your kitchen.
There you go.
Oh my god! Can I just say? So a woman in the kitchen is telling us about psychology. The jokes are writing themselves here. I just don't.
Does that mean men should do their YouTube channels in the garage or something, or the gym?
There you go. That's a great idea. Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Hi, I'm here at the shooting range to tell you the top 10 ways to get a date.
I did Tim Pool in a gym or something. Like Tim Pool just broadcasting from a garage. That'd be interesting.
Tim Pool showing off his latest porn game this month. Actually, that's
Tim Pool's porn game is coming soon. Literally.
Tim Pool's porn game. Oh no, God.
Can't wait for Tim Pool's porn game.
Can make millions.
Brother yourself, Tim Pool. You should have tried to sue these people because they title a game Subverse. No one knows what Subverse is on your end, Tim Pool. They know Tim Pool. They don't know Subverse.
But now everyone does.
No, I don't know what Subverse is, so I'm fine. I can die without knowing.
About real life applications to psychology, so hit like, subscribe, hit the bell notification button. Today we're talking about 10 healthy masculine characters from different TV shows that I watch. You guys have been asking
10 healthy masculine characters from TV that I watch. That's not positive masculinity, hun.
This will be interesting.
You just said healthy males. It's like I could walk out my door and just
I'm really hoping that she watches Hannibal. That'd be cool.
Healthy male. So obviously, if anybody in a wheelchair is like off her list. That's just toxic masculinity.
I guess. So. Healthy males.
It would be you.
Does that mean no Joe Swanson? Joe Swanson's awesome.
Yeah, but also but it's like you would get to my list, but you've got cancer, so you're a bit toxic, aren't you? Well, should try and get better, shouldn't you?
Oh, you're missing a leg. I'm sorry. You can't make this list. It's not healthy.
I was after positive masculinity, not positive with HIV. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to just cross your name off the list.
Yeah, you see, the problem with this is she not only used a different term, she didn't even define the term. She just says healthy male, and you're like, what?
Very healthy, virile even.
This man can impregnate me.
This is like number one, Henry Cavill Superman. Henry Cavill Superman is number one. Henry Cavill's Sherlock Holmes, number two. Henry Cavill's Batman,
number three. Just Henry Cavill is number 4 through to 6. He was that good. He got the next 3 spots.
All right, let's go.
Dear.
What the opposite of toxic masculinity? What is a healthy example of masculinity? And I think there are honestly kind of a lot to choose from, but these are just the top 10 that I selected. I was initially going to do 5, and then I switched to 7, and then I made it 10 because I wanted to really include all my favorite male TV characters. So
also, who really does 7 of something? You have to either do 5 or 10, okay? You can't do something in between. That's not how YouTube works.
The only time I've only known that is like my top 7 favorite characters from the Magnificent 7. That's about it. I think that's the only time you can.
Yeah, but the reason why she jumped from 5 to 7 to 10 because she wanted to include all the ones she likes the most.
Yes.
I'm hoping one of them is Sean Connery's James Bond, and include the scene where he goes, "Go on, darling, talk."
That's like me saying I'm going to have the top 6 list of like the worst books I've ever read, but I really, really like these other ones, but they're not that bad. But I still want to put them in the list, so I'll make a top 12, top 13.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not like that guy's collage yesterday, which had the same character 3 times in it.
Oh yeah.
my top 10.
It's Star
my
Killer.
top 10 list, and like 4 of them are just the same.
Isn't there only 2 Star Killer games? And then
there's 2.
There's 2, and he had like 3 characters the same.
Yeah, but he had them on 3 times. Look at all these white males. Well, yeah, 3 of them are the same person.
Well, I'm here to learn. I can't wait to see what her explanation is from this doctoral candidate of psychology.
Yes.
They're good. Anyway, that's the video over and done with. Okay.
Oh boy.
Please be a fan of Hannibal. I was really hoping she's a fan of Hannibal. That's what I'm hoping for right now.
If she's a psych student.
But which one?
Yeah.
The TV show. Isn't talk about TV shows? TV characters. I wanted to be watching Hannibal.
Oh, well, she breaks that at number 9, so don't get too excited with it just being TV shows.
So, who the fuck are we watching?
I have no idea.
Okay, this is Anna Psychology, and her favorite guys, basically her favorite guys on TV. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Her biggest crushes.
I don't know. Maybe.
Her favorite healthy men. So, sorry for all you who might have a slight cold. You're off the list.
Oh, boy.
Why is it in her kitchen? I mean, like all the locations I would ever think to shoot in.
Shiny.
I don't know, a living room. I don't know, your office.
There's nothing wrong with a girl in her kitchen. Okay. Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with women in kitchens.
I mean, the shot composition is like fine, but the background, like where she is in the screen, I think it's pretty much almost on the rule of thirds. But then the background itself, like the angle it's at specifically, and like the way it's framed in the back, it looks weird.
I think she's wearing one of those.
I like the fact that she was making supper before she decided to make this video.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, obviously she's been making some, I don't know, frying up some eggs and sizzling some sausages, making some peas.
Anyway, she's a lovely girl. She's a smart person, and we're going to hear.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, she's love. Yeah, I think she's great. I just can't go with the fact she's in the kitchen.
I want to watch all of her videos now. Anyway, let's go.
Why is her microwave taped just above her oven?
Pass. Next question.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to like wonder like on what level is that at? Especially if like you're a short person. Like how would a short person be able to use that microwave?
She's like 6'4", so
She's I like how for a joke Smud accurately guessed my height as well.
They have to design this a custom set design for a kitchen. Okay, she couldn't settle for less.
Well, just thinking because like obviously when you're making a kitchen, you have to make it like you're not making any specific person in mind, and a lot of women tend to be shorter. So if they're short, it's like how do they expect to use the microwave up there? Maybe it keeps it out of the way of children. Who knows?
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Is it? Yeah, it is a proper. I thought it was like almost like a been built in with like the Extractor fan, but no, it is a proper. Well,
Maybe just a microwave there.
I was
You
hoping she'd
put an extractor fan above your oven, like almost any other oven.
I just hope in the future she
Yeah.
renames her channel to That Psychology Girl. That'd be perfect.
Oh,
What
that's
is the channel name?
Anna.
Anna
the,
Psychology.
Anna, That Psychology Girl.
Yeah.
Just one word away.
Yeah, not to be confused with an actual Anna we know. So, yeah.
Yes.
So
Anna Barbara, the unknown animator.
her description is: I'm Anna, a clinical psychologist, doctorate candidate. I make videos about the real-world applications to psychology, including psychoeducation about relationships, personalities, and psychopathologies.
I like the sound of that. Psychoeducation. I like that.
Psychoeducation.
What do you teach?
I-
Psychoeducation.
It sounds
Issues
like
related
the
to
teacher's
mental
called Mad Max.
such as reaction to pop culture and social advocacy. Disclaimer: this channel is for informational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing on this channel is intended to substitute or treat treatment provided by mental health professionals. Additionally, I would ask you to only please send me emails for business inquiries. Unfortunately, it would not be ethical for me to provide a one-on-one psychology advice to someone who I'm not a therapist client.
Well, yeah,
Any
that'd be
personal
totally
advice
unethical.
I may give can be interpreted as therapeutic given the nature of this channel. Oh, okay. Was that sorry? Was there that many people asking for like, please? I've got depression. I need advice.
Please talk to me, attractive YouTuber, please. You are a psychologist.
Help me, Anna. You're my only hope.
It just goes to show that you could be a pretty face and you'll get a lot of subs in YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I love how we're almost a half an hour in and we've not actually heard one point. We've just talked about a kitchen.
Anyway, it's a beautiful kitchen. I admire it. She's a nice girl. She sounds nice. So that's good enough. Let's go.
Also, I'm coming out to say this. She's better looking
Message coming
than
in.
Maggie, so she's all right.
Oh, she is miles. There's like
Oh boy, we're really going to this territory, aren't we?
we
To be
are.
fair, the absence of psycho eyes really helps her case a lot, I think.
No, the main thing is every time I watch Maggie with Smud, he always goes, "She's attractive," and everyone goes, "Oh, Hawk, why didn't you think Maggie's attractive?" I'm like, "Nope, not a chance." So
It's mainly
there you
psycho
go.
eyes.
That's my level. That's my level there.
The psycho eyes are a big turn off.
I suppose when I like when you've seen a lady look like a clown applying makeup, you just don't see them the same way again.
Wait. That's
But I don't really consider Maggie Mayfish attractive. Honestly, there's kind of an element when I look at women, like that a personality does play a role as if I think they're attractive or not. For example, if they're complete stuck-up bitches, then I'm like, nah. Like Brie Larson, for an example. Brie Larson is a conventionally attractive woman, but her attitude makes her completely stink, which is why like I would never be attracted to her.
see, Shiny has standards. He knows himself very well. So
Wait, hang on. Is that trying to say that I don't have stats?
well,
Yeah, true. No,
Well, Hawk, let's look at your dating history.
my dating history.
Was that a low blow? I'm sorry.
No, my dating history is, oh no, oh dear, oh no, oh no, child, hello, baby hawk, oh no, oh dear, oh, that's about it.
okay. So
That's my whole dating history.
anyway, let's actually try and hear some of her points before we start rambling on too much.
So
yeah.
the first few are probably going to have a little less content than the ones that are going to be, 3, 2, 1, who's the most healthy version of masculinity.
3, 2,
on
1,
TV.
let's jam.
So this is just from my personal perspective, but I will explain what traits these men have that I believe make them very healthy, expressions of masculinity. So number 10, I have to say, Kramer from Seinfeld is great. And he's kind
Kramer
of
from
an
Seinfeld?
oddball.
Okay, masculinity. Interesting. Kramer from Seinfeld, okay. You're going to say Frasier next, I'm going to be very surprised.
So pick the guy with no job, with no prospects.
No, she wouldn't pick Fraser. She would pick Niles. I'm pretty sure that's to be more of a ballpark. Was Niles?
Okay. Niles is pretty cool. Condescending, brilliant, superiority complex.
To be fair, Niles is legitimately a genius, canonically speaking.
I think his IQ is 165.
See it anywhere.
Yeah,
he's really high IQ.
So yeah, Kramer is really positive role model for men, I guess.
What is Kramer about? Like, I haven't seen Seinfeld that much. I forgot what Kramer acts like.
Random stuff, and he mooches off everyone, and he has no money or job, and
So he's a soy boy then. I guess he's like the stereotypical soy boy.
No, but he's got a pipe, so he can't be a soy boy.
I've never seen this show.
You've never seen Seinfeld?
Seen a bit of Seinfeld, and Kramer is a very strange choice.
Because the only fictional Kramer I'm familiar with is John Kramer, of course.
Oh.
This is just going to be from all her favorite TV shows.
Yes, the one she's seen. That's the premise.
The one she's seen.
My favorite representations of femininity, Quiet.
She's obviously the best girl, obviously.
The best girl.
For many reasons.
She carries the days quiet.
Big gun. Always has your back.
Seen and not heard.
Always very well dressed.
Sometimes not even seen.
Always has your back with the big gun. I mean, that's pretty much my big two reasons.
Always happy to see you. Yeah, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Big muscles.
But I really like him for a number of reasons. He's very warm, very open, very honest. He has a warmth that you would almost associate with like a grandma, someone that's like very
masculine.
Very masculine.
Nothing better. There's
like a grandma.
There's no more iconic masculine symbol than a grandma. You know what masculinity is? Do you know what it is first? Hold on.
Masculinity is a sweet old little 8-year-old woman.
We need I don't know what streaming would be about that, but we need a streaming about that. This masculine grandma. Is our next pick Sugar Mama from Proud Family? Because that's pretty fitting.
Oh boy, this is. Honey, where are you going?
Yeah, I tried to emulate my grandma for masculinity. She showed me the man.
I know there was talking about that. What is that 8-year-old grandma in Russia who does like all the workouts and exercise routines and like bends metal. She's pretty badass. But
wow.
That's like one out of millions of grandmas who aren't.
I'm still laughing. It's like he's got like the warmth of a grandma, and men should be like that.
The symbol of masculinity, grandma, with her cookies and her doilies and her nice little slippers and everything. Yeah, that's masculine right there.
minus the cooking skills and the motherly charm and wisdom and all the other things that a grandmother might have. Just throw that out the door.
If your line the description of Kramer does not eventually lead you to like Leonidas or Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, then you probably got the wrong. Probably it's not all that. You're probably going the wrong way of masculinity.
Remember the time he beat up a bunch of kids in karate class? That was really masculine of him.
There we go. That's closer.
He wasn't like Kramer though, so he didn't fight him like a grandma would fight him. So it's not very masculine. Well, it's number 10.
All right.
Obviously got to get a lot more masculine than that. So.
Friendly, very likes that connection person to person, but also maybe doesn't really have a whole lot of attentiveness to social cues, but it's kind of innocent, it's kind of cute in that way that, he just doesn't understand why certain things...
He's a cute idiot, okay? I mean...
understanding social cues is quite important.
Yeah.
Not the greatest terminology to give a male. It's like, yeah, he's a moron, and he's really cute.
Is this really positive masculinity characters, or is this more like characters she finds personally attractive?
I'm quite sure it's the latter, yeah.
Yeah, it seems more like these are male characters she finds personally adorable. These are not masculine characters. These are just character she just finds personally adorable. Okay, might want to change your title here.
Who just so happen to be male.
And please describe in what way any of those indicators or descriptors have connect to masculinity. You're the psychologist here. You say so in your bio. Please tell me exactly what masculinity is and how does warm grandma fit in that.
So number 9 is Ash Ketchum.
Don't say warm grandma.
Being an idiot that doesn't understand social cues. Socially awkward, I'm assuming.
You know, there's some very masculine men out there who can understand social cues. It's a thing that can happen.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's kind of something which you need to, interact with others.
Is there something uniquely masculine about not recognizing social cues? Is that something that's particularly masculine?
I'm sure there are some narcissists that are very masculine, but they lie to you the entire time. So
yeah. No, it's number 10 now. I'm gonna cut some slack.
Yeah, she's going down her list. That's fine. Okay.
Number 10. This is. Remember, she was only going to do 5. Then she was going to do 7. And now it's 10. So Kramer's scraped onto the last version of the list. So
he's cute. Okay.
He's fine. He's from Seinfeld, and that was a funny show.
Can't be blunt honesty. So he's not afraid to be weird. He's not afraid to be honest. He doesn't care what others think about him. He's very, very honest, and he's very quirky. So number 10.
Whoa, hang on. I get told
quirky.
I'm technically a TV.
Okay, so that's toxic for not caring what other people think. So
that's where the masculinity comes in. Okay, he doesn't care about what people think, and he'll just act anyway. That's where we get to the masculinity part. Not so much the warm grandma stuff, but the acting without caring so much what other people think. That's more of the masculine side.
Like a caring grandmother who doesn't care.
Exactly.
Let Dev, can you never ever say warm grandma ever again?
Warm grandma.
There are worse things to say about a grandma.
He's not He's not cold here. It's possible that she's warm.
It's possibly worse just because Lit Dev has like a very deep, sexy voice.
no, but he's also saying it so cheerfully as well. Oh yeah, warm grandma.
Yeah, warm grandma. Yeah,
deep grandma.
Warm grandma Kenobi.
Yeah, oh god, this is.
Sam Whipper, save warm grandma.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay, thanks for the super chats, guys. Somehow Epstein killed himself.
Message coming in.
Poe Dameron.
Patching it through.
What? Thanks, Poe. Great insight there, Popo. You're doing well.
Direct quote from Poe Dameron himself.
It was definitely said with a thunderous toot.
A thunderous toot.
Here's Joe Crazy. Thanks, Joe. Number 1, Joker. He's not afraid to be weird.
Which Joker? Yeah. Mass Effect Joker?
Kramer lives
DC
in the
Joker?
Yeah.
I think there's so many fucking kinds of Jokers. The people named Joker. I remember there's another one. I can't remember what it's fucking from.
It's now canon that Kramer does live, in fact, in a society.
In a society filled with warm grandmas.
Oh god, let's keep going.
All right, as long as it's not Jared Leto's Joker, I think we're okay.
Oh yeah, God no.
Show is from the Addams family. I had to include him in there because him and Morticia Addams are just the cutest couple.
These are comedies. Like this is if you don't know the Addams Family, guys, it's basically a comedy satire thing.
Isn't it a film?
Really like the Addams Family. I really like the Addams Family.
Oh, it's great.
Isn't it a film?
Yes.
It was a TV show that was made into a film later on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I do like the Addams Family.
Sort of get away with it.
I really enjoy. I don't know. I'm not sure I could say it's a good show, but I really enjoyed the show. But Gomez is a simp. His whole thing.
He's this whole thing.
He's simp. And he's like, oh, I love you. I love you. He's kissing up and down the arm.
Men, be jokes and be simps.
But it was a joke when he did it though, because he's this elegant, suave guy, but he's just a simp over his wife. But it was funny though, because he just pulled it off really, really funnily. funny.
Right. So characters like Kramer and I don't know, any kind of comedy, you're going to get goofy characters that act over the top. And I guess that's like, okay, good. That's their thing. But how does that make them positive males? Like, I don't see how being a clown is a good example of any of that. It seems counterintuitive to say, oh, he's funny. Yeah, but he's a clown. Like, he's portrayed to be goofy. That doesn't make
the joke is that he really loves his wife. I mean, the thing is that he really loves his wife, but the joke comes in because they crank it up to 11 with Gomez. It is really funny, and she just stands like, oh yeah, she just takes it. She likes it, but she just stands there and lets him fawn over her and everything. It's really funny. I mean, you have to watch the show to, it's probably more disturbing now because of OnlyFans and stuff like that. But back then, before the OnlyFans stuff and simps came along, it was funny when he did it.
Yeah.
You have Uncle Fester, who's just plain awesome. Uncle Fester is the best.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Lloyd, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He showers with affection. He's not afraid that it will make him look like less of a man. You know, he's not the type to say, "Oh, you're a simp."
Seems very clingy. Okay,
guys. Men.
Advice. Don't be clingy in a relationship. Yeah. It's not good.
Even when you're married, don't start kissing your wife hand up to her elbow. Like, just don't do that, okay? Just don't. It's kind of weird.
Like, I'm pretty sure Gomez is like serial killer obsessed with his wife.
Yes.
Like that level.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Someone is not a very healthy version of masculinity. He's devoted to his family and his kids. He's compassionate, he's committed, he's courageous. You know, he challenges everyone to a duel. So, number 9.
Yeah,
he's crazy.
Challenge everyone to a duel.
That part's pretty cool. Gomez is a fun character. That's why I like the show.
So basically, go to a bar, get drunk.
That, like, positive masculinity?
Yeah, go to a bar and beat people up.
I would have thought that she would consider that to be toxic. But I suppose, really, it depends on like what the duel is about. Like if it's like, I'll just challenge you to a duel. Like, you've taken the last donut. How dare you? I'm challenge you to a duel, sir.
Pistols at dawn.
So it is kind of over the top, melodramatic with the Addams family. That's the point. It's supposed to be silly, but in reality, you don't go around going to bars and start challenging people. That's not going to turn out very well.
Yeah. Oh, but how many times have you seen a guy beat up another guy and win the girl in real life?
Yeah.
But it's more like, I don't know, someone will call the police.
Yeah, the guy who usually wins, who usually beats up a random person, usually ends up in handcuffs.
The only time that could work is if the girl that you're with is some other guy's hitting on your girl, and you tell this guy to get the hell off. And he does not back down. He's like, okay, you don't understand, sir.
Then you defend yourself and girl. You don't just say, I'm going to start a fight with that guy over there because that girl I like's there and she'll love me because I started a fight. It's like, no, that doesn't happen.
Okay, so two comedic characters, probably not the best examples for anything seriously to take to heart.
But it's only number 9.
Yeah.
And Fair, she was struggling at 7, so...
So far, we're getting the message, again, be simps, and be clingy, and be a joke.
Also, star in a comedy.
Be a comedy.
Okay, what's the psychology part, though? Like, so far, the descriptions can be done by anybody. Like, yeah, because a regular person, like regular girl who's not in psychology or anything, could sit there and say, I like Gomez because he's really devoted to his family. Like, those are things that are just surface level. Where does the psychology part come in? Tell me where this is intrinsic, or where this comes from the lizard brain or something like that. How is this masculine? How's this portrayed as masculine? How's it connect back to it?
That would be great.
Because,
Yeah, you said you're like a doctoral candidate for psychology. Give me some psychology here. I could have made this. Okay, I could have said, I like Gomez because he's really devoted to his family and all that stuff. This is all surface level. Where does this dive a little bit deeper? Tell me a little bit more. That's why I was kind of interested in why you thought these characters were positive icons of masculinity, but they're just surface level descriptions. Where's the terms? Where the science?
Was
this like an online degree?
University of Phoenix? I don't know.
But like, it couldn't have been a good degree if like she doesn't even know how to, structure like an essay. Like, why is it a top? What was it? A Watch Mojo top 10 list?
Usually, when someone has an essay, they define the term, they have a premise, and they go through their points. So she didn't even
point, evidence, explain.
She didn't
conclusion.
Quite define what toxic or positive masculinity was. She just says, "These are my favorite healthy men." They're like, okay.
That'd be really cool. I mean, even if I disagreed with you, that'd be really cool if you could kind of connect it to the science that you're kind of advertising here.
Give me an example of a devoted father who's obsessed with his wife. Why is that good? Why is that healthy?
She even says that she connects it to the real world. So give me an example of a real life icon or something that's recognizable that equates to Gomez and why that's masculine in some way. I would take that. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Gomez from the family. Then number 8 from one of my favorite TV shows, which is so underrated, Nathaniel Plimpton from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Also a great show if you're interested in borderline personality disorder.
Look, a conventionally attractive guy.
Borderline.
Is it possibly another person she has a crush on?
So this is another good example of
ex-girlfriend
of a borderline personality disorder. I don't know if that's a healthy regard in any context. Like, why would you?
I assume it's a side character, not someone that has like a personality disorder.
Yeah,
that's like saying this really great example of a male is also a psychopath. You're like, wait, what? Stop! Please stop! Please pause. Think about what you're talking about, lady.
Go back a minute.
Has anyone actually seen this program she's on about? Crazy?
I have never even heard of it before.
No.
But the good thing is that now the chances of her citing Hannibal at one point has gone up.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, well, that is true. Yes, I'm just now wondering: is this another comedy show, or is it actually? Because so far it's just been comedies.
I wonder
a bit worried.
if she'll choose Hannibal by virtue of him being an actual psychologist. Like, it'd be like, oh yeah, he's of course he's healthy. He studied it. Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Hannibal. He's wise. He's worldly. He's intelligent. He's sophisticated. He's very intelligent. Yeah, he's very good. Very good prospects of masculinity.
He's got wonderful taste.
Wonderful taste.
Excellent
wonderful
chef.
Taste.
And also taste in clothing as well.
Yeah, he can cook. He's a very fine dining. He's a very good taste. He's a connoisseur.
Apparently, the show she's talking about is a show on the CW.
Oh.
No, I've never seen that.
You don't want to watch the CW.
No.
That's where
Hannibal also likes to have friends for dinner. Old friends for dinner.
Yes. Well, there's other shows on the CW that shall not be named.
Facebook as well.
I just hear CW and I just think dun 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 dun.
Oh.
It will be perfect when it fits a woman.
It will be perfect.
If only there was an American Psycho TV series, and then like Patrick Bateman could be on here. That'd be fantastic.
That might be. I don't know. That might dilute the Patrick Bateman that we know.
Absolutely would. It's just kind of like a thing I want, but probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You just want more American Psycho.
We do. Yeah.
I've learned that everything that I want to see on TV, I don't actually want to make it because it'll just turn out shit. I'm willing to wait a good 30 years for all this to blow over
before
to make the stuff that I want. Yeah.
The guy in charge of making the thing is like, no, we suck, and then it's like, okay, I'm about to die. Give me a reason to live. Make this damn video. So.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a psycho anymore. I just want to die. Written by Ryan Johnson.
Yeah. I want to put my last dying breath in something which is good.
Yeah.
Just very quickly about the CW. So generally, a lot of their shows just have really shit production value because I've seen like the production value of Batwoman, Supergirl, and like The Arrow, and they have absolutely terrible production values and absolutely terrible writing. Why? Why?
Yeah, but that's usually because that's to do with superhero. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend's going to be one of those.
Oh yeah, because like sitcoms which are like based in the real world are a lot cheaper to produce, but like just like the production value of a lot of stuff, is even in terms of the writing as well as like CGI and all the other stuff you need. Are they all just equally shit at that?
Oh wow! I just found out.
Is this just a TV channel no one watches and yet just keeps making terrible shit?
3 hours ago it was announced that the second season of Superman and Lois has been renewed. Like, wow.
I've been told to watch that because apparently it's great, but I haven't seen it.
Heard it was good.
Yeah, people keep saying, "Oh my god, this is amazing! You need to watch it." It's like I got a lot of things on my watch list. People say, "Oh, you need to watch this," "Oh, you need to watch that." It's like I'm working most of the time. I don't have time to watch movies and stuff these days.
Here is Strawman. Thank you, sir. I learned how to treat the women folk from Super Seducer. The wisdom I gained from that game helped out a lot. Like, don't act like you're blind. What? Super Seducer? What is that?
Obviously, you should learn a lot from Fake Taxi.
How to talk to girls on Steam. Oh my god. What is this? The world's most realistic seduction simulator? Oh no.
No.
There's 3 of them? What?
What?
The third one just came out last month.
Oh my god, there's 3 of them. Download.
Super.
Do you need to look at the streams to see what the hell you're on about?
This is what loaded up. Here's my Steam page. Let me bring it on screen.
I already know what's going on. That's right.
The Super Seducer 3, the final seduction. You have this picture of this woman's ass.
The final seduction.
Steam has got like a real problem with just like shit porn game. Like this, especially I can just be scrolling through. Like I play VR a lot. I absolutely adore VR, and I look through the top new lists of all the games.
Porn games? Oh,
and I swear to God, there is always like 5 fucking terrible. Like they look terrible. And they're all porn games is like mixed in between, all these other indie games. It's like, why are all these shit games here?
Well, thank goodness Tim Pool's porn game is coming
Why is there a
very high quality? It's all Tim Pool's porn game is going to be very high quality.
This looks like a terrible TV show. It doesn't look like a video game.
I think once I was on a stream of bears and you looked through Steam and the first game up was Gay Furry Sex Game, which is like a Candy Crush thing, but every time you beat a level, it just gives you a gay sex scene.
I mean, I'll say something about this.
Like, okay, cool.
They look like people at least, as opposed to the people on Validate.
Why is there a hedgehog? I mean, sure, I would play this over Validate any day.
No. I would play Validate to see how crazy it is. That's a live action multiple choice game, I'm sure.
You wouldn't want. The moment we stopped was like just as they got to the bedroom because we didn't want to see any more of that shit.
They might have shown anything, but I didn't want to take that chance. It's just, it was kind of. It felt like we were playing Russian roulette the whole time, and we clicked the trigger one too many times by that point. And I was like, okay, well, we're done. I think we're done here.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's talk about Mr. Borderline Personality Disorder here.
This is great.
I think it's a pretty accurate show for that. So Nathaniel definitely starts out with a very toxic masculinity mindset. But he goes to an extreme.
So he's actually bad, and then he gets better. Okay.
He's bad, and he goes to re-education camp, and he gets better.
Yeah,
it's like the taming of the bad boy archetype.
Yeah.
Like what girls always like.
Women do like that archetype. They do like that scenario where the guy is a rake.
Like
he sleeps with all these women. He sleeps around. He's just all over the place. And then the one woman falls in love with him, or he makes this one woman makes him fall in love with her, and then he reforms and settles down. That's usually the scenario you like, which is not a bad thing. It's just something that happens in a lot of romance novels and stories and things.
Yeah. Has no one watched any Hallmark movies? It always happens, like in real life.
Because he can change guys. He's just he's really a nice guy. Says
listen, he didn't.
A bruise in the eye.
Nice guy.
He didn't mean to punch you. He didn't mean to punch you. He just,
He didn't mean it. He just gets a little bit angry.
He's just an angry drunk who's going to be nice later on after I fix him.
Come on, I'm just rolling dice for Frazier now. Come on, Frazier. Come on.
Yeah.
Get on this list, Frazier. At least we have one guy who's really interesting. And he's also a psychologist. Psychiatrist.
Extremely positive version of it, where he's open with his emotions, he's able to express himself to others, he's more vulnerable, he's no.
Okay,
why is that something? Why is that good? Why is that good positive masculinity? Why is being vulnerable?
Yeah,
being
I
open
was
about
gonna
your
say-
feelings. Why is that masculine? Why is that positive masculinity? It seems like someone who's a man who's unstable. That's the guy who shares his feelings all the time. Like soy boys share their feelings all the time. They're mentally unstable as a whole.
Maybe he just wants a
It's
second martini.
But it really isn't healthy just to bill your feelings to like people all the time. Like, sure, if you are like at a certain point, you can confide in someone if you really have difficulty. But like, you should never just be constantly crying and overly sensitive. It's not healthy.
If I meet a man, like,
shiny one, don't you just?
Do you like?
I mean, a guy
You don't like me. You're so
constantly shares his
mean.
feelings all the time. That's to me that says something like he's disturbed or something. That's something wrong. It's a red flag. If a guy just shares his feelings about everything all the time, doesn't sit right. There's something off about that guy. That's what I would read.
Yeah.
So dependent on validation from others, like his dad. And I find this flexibility to
There's the
change
masculine
and
part.
grow versus rigidity in gender roles very valuable. So number 8, Nathaniel Plimpton. Or is it Plimpton?
Wait. Getting taken seriously when you look young. What the hell was that just popped up there? Let me just check that on our channel.
Also, this is straight. She's like 90% wrong. Also, she's still not bringing it back to psychology. Where's the science again? Did you do one time where you bring in the science? That'd be.
She has videos on the psychology of vampires. I was like, what the hell?
According to
The
video,
psychology of vampires.
she's supposed to be like a psychiatrist or a psychologist or something, going over why these particular characters are positive to masculinity.
Did you know
As a
95% of vampires experience depression?
That'd be better if she did that, but according to this video, she wouldn't do that. She's like, vampires are really cool. They're really nice and really interesting. I like them. It's just surface level commentary. I could get that from anybody if I were to click on this video. If I were just like neutral and I'm just scrolling YouTube, and I would have come across this video and it sounds pretty cool. And like I see your channel. Oh, you're a psychologist, or you're a psychiatrist, and you're a doctoral candidate. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. Let me go ahead and click on this to see exactly why, according to the science of psychology, your interpretation as to why these characters are positive icons of masculinity. But we wouldn't get that because you just say, "Oh, these guys are cool. He's really he loves his wife. He really open about his feelings and the simp and the soil, but whatever it is." That's it. These are all surface level.
You know what?
I'll give you some tips, please.
I think if they actually had a psychologist that took the topic seriously, they'd say there is no such thing as toxic masculinity. This is not a real thing.
Oh yeah,
we can't actually gauge this. There's nothing to look at. So they would then talk about semantics, about the definition, where it came from, why it's wrong. And then they talk about actual antisocial behavior, which is something they can measure in people, not just males and females. So that would be the proper, I would say, more intellectual approach or academic approach to analyzing characters in a show. She's just listing things she likes, and it's getting weird now.
Also, just say about the the whole trope of changing a bad guy, a bad boy into a good caring person. Most of the time that happens in real life, the people usually split up because the woman no longer likes what the guy's turned into, and she usually goes off with another bad guy. So,
yeah, that's true. Oh yeah. Also, here's an example of this, just so it can remain consistent here. Here's an example of what I want to see. Maybe she kind of compares one of these so-called positive icons of positive masculinity to someone she finds who's toxic, a character who's toxic, and she says, "Oh, this guy is toxic because he obviously he shows all the indicators of, for example, Napoleon complex. He's short, and therefore he's just overly aggressive, overly confrontational." and that is toxic masculinity, as opposed to this guy over here who's kind of his opposite. He has these positive traits. See, I want something like that. Like this, give me like, oh, this guy has indicators of showing this detriment or something like that. That's what I want to see.
This short guy here has Napoleon complex and is angry and think this guy here is tall, so he's perfectly fine and normal.
So I had a quick flick through of her videos, and she has maybe a video every 4 days or so. Defense mechanisms explained. Studies show why people stay friends with their ex. Eastern European women react to insulting articles about Eastern European women. Bad body image days. How to cope. Watch this if you want him to commit. Wait, what? He's talking about relationships.
Oh my god!
A good example of what she's trying to do would be, I think, Aiden Paladin. Like, isn't she like use studies and actual definitions and things? Because her videos tend to be like hours long, or almost an hour long or so. She keeps she puts in like all the studies and sources and things.
These ones are about 10 to 15 minutes long.
So for the people who've got problems but also short attention span. Okay.
Why do I make bad friends?
But I don't want to spend too much time on it.
I unsubscribed from Dr. Grandy months ago, and now you get to know why. Victim blaming a teenage girl? ? How your partner responds to this boundary speaks volumes. The pyramid to self-improvement. Dealing with guilt and shame. I changed my mind. Let's talk about it. Red, yellow, and green flags in relationships. Dealing with envy. Dealing with jealousy. Dealing with conflict. 4 types of toxic positivity. What's toxic positivity?
Toxic positivity. That's when you're positively toxic.
How could? But
I believe that.
Toxic
Yeah.
is like negative
because SJWs run on the idea of what I call malicious kindness or malicious compassion. They will be kind to someone else for the sole reason of damaging somebody else. They'll be kind to somebody for the sole purpose of damaging somebody else. So that's why they're uplifting all these so-called oppressed groups, because they don't really care about the oppressed groups, as is often indicated. Because as soon as one of the oppressed group members speaks out against them, it's suddenly time to just crush these people beneath the heel. They're kind to these oppressed groups because they want to damage other people that they hate. So yeah, there's toxic compassion. Yeah,
well, I think that's probably more down to like they feel good when they think they're helping someone like below them. Like it's a whole.
Well, I kind of equate to like you see for if you want to media comparison.
When someone speaks out against the narrative, they just really can't handle it because it breaks their entire reality. Have you ever seen someone who's like so convinced of something that when they are told something else and proven something else, they just can't handle it? I mean, if you ever watched something like Kitchen Nightmares, there's a chef that is completely full of himself, someone who is completely fooled to reality. The moment Gordon Ramsay breaks their reality, they get upset. They get really, really upset because like they just can't handle it. And like that's what happens with social justice warriors. When someone breaks what they perceive as reality and that says, "Hey, look, I'm not oppressed," then they say, "You don't speak for everyone else. You're just a blah 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 blah."
You've been tricked by the society or something.
Well, Shannon, did you just call him a bloody 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 blah? You can't use that sort of language. You're not a bloody 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 blah, so you don't know what they go through.
Only a ginger can call another ginger.
What?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good new rule. Thank you, Europe, I guess.
Yep.
Oh boy.
We have a Geneva Convention. Just remember, only a ginger can call another ginger.
All right, so let's keep going.
That's the only rule you have to listen to.
Come on. Oh boy. Let's keep going. Strawman, thank you. Best Hallmark movie is the KFC movie Love and Spice. I can't believe that was a thing. Oh my god.
Wait a minute, is she a recent channel or something? How come she doesn't have so many? Like her views are kind of low compared to like she almost has 100,000 subscribers.
She has.
Her channel has been around since she joined YouTube April 2020.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's not bad.
And she's been uploading consistently for about 10 months.
Interesting. Usually this scenario leads to like she has these humongous view counts, but oddly enough, a lot of them I saw on there are relatively low compared to her subscriber count.
4K, 10K, 4K, 6K, 20K, 4K, 8K, 4K, 2K. Oh, she's got one here that's really boomed. 3 things you need to do to stay in the honeymoon phase.
Message coming in.
Like 150,000.
There we go. That's more like it.
Oh, one of her videos is bra sizes, how to find the best ones with 5.
How the fuck does it got to do with psychology?
I don't know, but it's got 5.6 million views, and I think that's where most of her subscribers came from.
I'm pretty sure that one would have high numbers.
all right, that's enough.
Description. As I try on these different bra sizes, I need the audience to tell me which ones fit.
Okay, let's go. Taker 610, thank you, sir. Shiny, not shiny, and lit dev. Oh yeah, well that's how it goes.
Fantastic.
Yay!
Anyway, back to positive, healthy, masculine people she likes on TV or movies.
It's a weird name. Number 7. This is where we're kind of getting into the bulk of favorites. Dwight Schrute from The Office. And
wait a minute,
I
that
know
guy?
what you might be thinking.
What?
Isn't he a little bit just too intense and too into gender roles? And
yes.
honestly, I see what you mean. There are a couple moments where he kind of hints at, devaluing femininity. But I think
yes.
very rigid gender roles. He still shows equal amount of respect to both men and women most of the time.
No, he
doesn't look down on femininity. And
that's not
this guy.
How it goes. Dwight is not. No, that's not how his character is like. He looks down on everybody.
He's rather intimidating to everyone.
Yeah.
He's aggressive.
Look, he's equally a dick to everyone. It's equality.
Anybody who's ever actually watched The Office knows everything she just said there is a lie.
So is she just making excuses for him because she likes the character? So that's what seems.
Yeah,
like.
pretty much. Pretty much.
She's really into socially awkward, nerdy simps and clingy people. And I've never watched The Office, but this guy also speaks to that to me with the glasses.
Dwight is a funny character, but it's because he really is like unlikable.
Is she just attracted to people that make her laugh?
That's a pretty attractive quality. Yeah.
Yeah, making girls laugh is a really good thing, but
because all these guys have been from comedies and stuff.
Yeah, but it's not like a positive.
This video may as well just be top 10 hottest guys in like the same shitty Watch Mojo format. Because it's like not even pretending, I'm saying not even pretending, it is pretending. It is pretending to be about psychology and masculinity. This has got nothing to do with masculinity, it's just who she's fucking attracted to.
But Dwight? Come on.
It's who she'd like spend 10 minutes with behind the bike shed. That's about it. So...
That's why I'm saying this video would really benefit from a little bit of textbook, some terms, some grounded back to psychology. That would give it a little bit more foundational emphasis, a little more value there. But it's just like, this guy's cool because of these reasons, and that's it. These surface level commentary, surface level views.
Who's the audience for this video? Is it supposed to be like men be like these people, or is it supposed to be like women look for these kinds of guys? Like, or is this just generally like, these are the people who I'm attracted to.
How many views has this video got?
It has almost 9,000.
9,000. So, roughly, given an estimate, it is probably people who are watching it because they think she's attractive and any excuse to watch a video with her in it. So that's bad. They weren't listening to who was in her top 10.
I like Georges Rex's comment, shows equal respect. I will drop kick any man or woman.
Yes, yeah. Also, he locks people in a room and sets fire and, like, doesn't let them out for a fire drill.
Someone wants us to read the comments. Do we dare go into that route?
Oh, the comments on her video. Most of the people are. I'm 25 and I'm autistic. This video has really helped me out. I'm 27 and I'm autistic. This video has really helped me out. That's literally what the comments are like on her video.
We'll get there to the end. How's that?
Okay, we'll do comments at the end.
Yeah.
Let's get through the list first.
Equally, like when he says to Joe Bennett, "I'm treating you the same as I would treat a man," and she says, "Oh, I like that." He's also very loyal.
What?
Loyal? He's not. He betrays a lot of people. He betrayed even Michael. To the point where the only reason he still has his job is because Michael made him get on his knees, beg and cry.
What is this?
Did you watch this show after season 3 or anything? Because
he's not like other guys. Look, you just don't understand him. He's actually really nice. Like
on the inside, he's really, really nice.
I still can't take comedy shows seriously as a persona for some kind of personality type which is healthy to men. It's just a joke.
The thing with
because like comedy is usually tragedy plus timing, and like so it's not usually, again, especially the way like a lot of shows like to take the piss out of the people. Like the jokes can very much be pointed at the protagonists. Red Dwarf, for example, takes the piss out of all of their protagonists constantly. Yeah. So. Like,
here's the thing. You know Dwight? Dwight is literally the Arnold Rimmer of The Office. That's what his character is.
Cowardly, spineless, unlikable. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Dwight is.
Is Arnold Rimmer going to be on this list?
Oh, I hope so. Oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be wonderful. Oh my god.
She's mentioning like comedies and things like that. I would really hope that Frasier's on this list then, because Frasier's actually pretty good, comparatively speaking, of course. A pretty good example of positive masculinity, because he has even though he's flawed, he's very very odd character. Frasier, he is very ethical at the end of the day. Yeah, he's flawed. Yeah, he doesn't always adhere to his ethics, but for most of the episodes I've seen, which is like 5 or 6 seasons now. He always boils down to maintaining his ethics. He'll even face hard situations, very difficult situations, in terms of awkwardness and things and morality, in order to maintain his adherence to honesty and things. So that part would be that's a positive masculine trait, facing down the hard situations head on, no matter how painful they may be or how embarrassing and things. So. Are there better? Would I pick better ones? Absolutely. There are some characters I would pick way over Frasier in terms of masculinity. But if we're keeping down to comedies and these shows that women also like, I would pick Frasier as a pretty good example. But I'm not sure if he would be on here.
Honestly, I'll just
message coming in.
David Lister as a positive masculinity. He's actually now I've actually remembered Red Dwarf. Now he's positive masculinity. A slob who eats beer and curries, but he's got a nice heart and cares for his friends. That's what I want to be.
Number 5, Arnold Rimmer. And despite the fact he objectifies women like constantly and treats them like trash.
Treats everyone like trash. Spineless, cowardly.
No, but like he legitimately
his only sexual interaction is with a woman who was concussed.
and also don't forget Rachel and the Punch Your Repair Kit.
Blow up doll.
Oh boy!
Oh,
All right.
But like, do you remember when he's like talking to what's his who's the other person on the ship? Or Lister. When he talked to Lister about women, and he like legitimately sees them as some kind of animal. Remember the whole like worm do thing, and like he's trying to hypnotize them. He's trying to. He thinks like he can hypnotize a woman. What's that in your eye? Trying to hypnotize me, and then that's the whole mirror universe one where like they meet the gender opposites, and then
Lister gets pregnant.
She's doing all the incredibly creepy things he's doing.
Yeah,
you got something in your eye.
She's really onto me. She's doing all these horrible things. Yeah, that's what you do to women.
All right, let's try and keep going here, guys. Ron Harushin, number 1 should be Shinji Ikari. Just saying. Oh, I mean, it is technically on TV. It was, but you know,
I haven't seen that show. Positive masculinity, number 1, Adolf Hitler. He was just so he liked animals and he liked painting.
He was very nice to his wife. He was very supportive.
I haven't seen Evangelion, but isn't Shinji Ikari some sort of emo weirdo?
He is a broken little abandoned child who's trying to find his place amongst a world of giant robots. So, oh boy.
Like the second part, yeah. Second part sounds cool.
Yeah. That part is kind of neat, yeah. Whew.
Joe Crazy. The little weeby gay bit.
Oh, Joe Crazy. Number 1 is Kazuma Sato. Believes in gender equality. Yeah. Kazuma. Yeah.
Who's that? It sounds familiar. Who's that?
He's the guy from The Wonderful World of anime. What's the
Shield Hero?
No. The isekai, the best isekai ever.
Oh, Konosuba.
Konosuba. There you go.
Okay, so that's the guy from Konosuba. Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I guess I need to read Konosuba, huh?
Read it, watch it, live it. You know, everything you could do, just to immerse yourself in the world of Konosuba. But hey, she likes anime, or she likes comedy, so I guess she'd get off on that. So
yeah, why are all these comedy?
Yeah, well, women like there's a actually in terms of audience poll, comedies really draw on women. Women really like comedies. Like this, they like comedies that
well, comedies like a pretty like normie things, just because they're very easy to get into.
Well, yeah, but I
think you can pick up any episode of a comedy, but like it's not going to be like picking up something like Deep Space, like Red Dwarf, for example. You can pick up any episode of Red Dwarf. You'll get the idea that they're lost in space, and you'll enjoy it, and you'll have a great time because they'll be doing and saying funny things, and it'll make you laugh, and you think, oh, I'm going to watch more. But when you like go to something like Deep Space Nine, it requires you like to know and understand previous episodes to know what the hell's happening in this current episode.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So like it's much more difficult to enjoy something like Deep Space Nine if you don't know who these characters are, if you don't know what the place is, locations, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
All right.
And also, you have to remember that laughter and comedy is a masculine trait because women aren't funny. So. That's
according to the numbers. The last time I checked the studies, according to gender, comedy, women are really attracted to comedy more than men. More than men are compared to.
I would say that. Well, the comedy develops often through things like natural selection, and what I mean by that is that you know when you're like a dude, you're a conventionally attractive dude, you're right. You need to work a lot harder to find a date than someone who's like, again, extremely attractive, like a really buff dude, very handsome, and even a conventionally attractive woman will not have to work very hard at all to find a date, and again, especially in comparison to a man. So a man will often have to rely a lot more on like things like making someone else laugh than most other people would. So they just develop that's being funny. They develop that skill, and that's why women tend to not be as funny as men because they haven't developed it because they needed to develop it to find dates.
Yeah,
that's also why less attractive women tend to be funnier in the comedy realm, like fat women, for example. Not saying all fat women are funny, because there are some cringe as fuck examples.
Amy Schumer, she's not
like
funny.
when
she's hilarious. She's hilarious.
Even like male comedians will often be people who were like very unattractive as kids, and then as they've grown up, they became more attractive as and then they got onto the stage and became a comedian.
Yeah. That's why Movie Bob pulls so much tail, because he's funny, he's so hilarious.
Please, never, ever, no. No.
Oh, come on.
Go back to Warm Grandma. That was less.
Warm Grandma.
How about we take it up a level and go to Moist Grandma?
Oh
no. Too far.
Oh boy.
How about no?
Here's Mike Testa. Two
Message
number. Wait. Let me read this again. Two number Shinji's hand. I think I know what you're trying to say. I just didn't quite understand the ordering of.
Number 2, Shinji. Hashtag Shinji's hand.
Oh, that's a hashtag. Okay. I was thinking something else. All right. I was thinking number 1 was Shinji's hand. Anyway, Mr. X. Thank you. Watch Sean Connery on slapping women. The real number. That's what we were joking about that before.
The real number 1, Sean Connery's hand.
Yeah.
Go on, darling. Man talk.
That's what she wants.
1,000 thermal clips. That's a lot of thermal clips.
Oh boy.
What?
You see the super chat. It's like 1,000 CLP clips.
Yeah. I know. Everyone was silent, and so I wanted to keep it going because I thought it was pretty funny.
All right.
It was funny, but I was laughing on the inside.
Road Harushin, thank you. I'd be shocked if Al Borlander, I think it's Borland, from Home Improvement is on our list. If you don't know,
I hope so.
He's the.
Is that the character Tim Allen plays?
No. It's the.
No, that's his fat best friend. Remember how I keep talking about
Tim
fat
Allen
best friend?
needs to be on this list.
Oh.
Why did I think of Al Bundy? Just to start with.
But Al Borland is Tim Allen's fat best friend on that show. So he's an example of fat best friend, where he's there to make the main character look good. Also, Al Borland is a guy that everyone could compare Sargon to. Like, hey, you like Al Borland?
He's very much. What's that guy's name? Tom Villa, or we used to have an actual show that was about home improvement, and he looks almost exactly like him. That was kind of the joke. What the hell was his name? I can't remember. Bob Vila. There you
go. All
right. Mike Testa. Thank you, sir. Shinji's muck hand, to be exact. Muck hand.
I'm not getting these references.
Message coming in.
Oh yeah, okay.
Patching it through.
I guess I have to see the show. I haven't seen. I'm watching Jojo right now. Okay.
Oh jeez, that'll change your outlook. There's a great example of masculinity.
Oh yeah, Jojo. Yeah, we want masculinity. Go to Jojo.
I've only just started watching this stuff. I'm sitting down. I'm starting to watch all these anime things. Jojo's next.
Jojo's characters are so masculine, they'll get stabbed and just not even flinch. It's like, okay, that's all you got? You stab me everywhere? Fantastic. Well, my turn to retaliate. It's so good. It's so good. It's so masculine and awesome. I love Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. I wish I could. I regret not watching it earlier. That's how awesome it is.
All right, we're not even 4 minutes in, so let's keep going.
And even if he's not openly showing it, we have this notion that you have to show emotions in a specific way, in a very outward, explicit.
Men show emotions all the time, just not the way women do. Okay, yeah. Men channel their emotions and other things, like creation and stuff like that. It's shown to be that way.
Yeah, my dad used to show emotion all the time, like anger, rage, and
drunken stupor.
Drunken stupor.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. Sometimes all at the same time.
Yeah, the toxic masculinity part.
Don't do half a job.
This whole toxic masculinity thing seems to come into play because women don't understand how men work. That's what it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Some men don't even seem to understand how fucking men work.
Well, they're called soy boys.
But to be honest with you, I find that most women who mention toxic masculinity usually start with, "Well, my ex."
Yeah, usually
it's toxic masculinity, and it's like, right. So your ex is what
guy you hate.
Not biased at all. Because let's be real, 90% of your relationships are going to go down in flames, and your ex, it's very unlikely you two are going to be friends afterwards.
Yeah.
Not according to this.
Afterwards, can't we?
She actually has a video about that, Shiny. If you remember, she has a video about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I've honestly stopped listening to her opinion after fucking Dwight from The Office and positive masculinity.
I mean, I wasn't listening before then.
It's a pretty comedic screenshot, by the way. The top 10 positive masculinity characters, and it just shows Dwight from The Office.
Yeah. That should have been the thumbnail.
Number 6, Trash Lady from Juice X. Human Rights.
Come on, Fraser. Get one right.
Okay, let's keep going. Mic test.
Top 10 N-words, Nigeria.
Shinji's Asuka hospital bedhead. Yeah, we get it, Mike. We get it.
We get it.
Jeez. I should have stopped asking.
I need to make a clip from that from Boondock Saints 2, where he says, "Ask about your feelings. It's none of your business." Like it's that big speech that Rocco gives. I want you to talk about your feelings. Men don't share their feelings. Why? Because it's none of your business. Men do not cry. Men do not. That's a good speech.
But men need to be tougher to deal with situations. Again, if you want to deal with certain situations, you need to be tough. You can't just cry over everything.
Basically, to show everyone the Rocco speech from Boondock Saints 2, and that's kind of sums it up. Men build things, then we die. It's in our DNA. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you can't just cry over anything. You can't just this happened and now I'm going to I stubbed my toe and I'm gonna fall over and cry, or I'm really upset about this, that, and the other. You're supposed to have the strength to keep going and deal with the problem.
Yeah,
and it's just natural selection that causes that. Not saying women can't, find the strength in them to push forward rather than crying, but just generally, a lot of them don't.
Well, a lot of them cried in the hopes that a man will come and help them.
But it's just a human thing that you shouldn't. If you want to deal with something, you don't cry. You sort out the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, crying doesn't pay the bill. So you've got to, put your work boots on and, go out.
It's like, oh no, my work situation is so terrible. Well, buck up, deal with it, do something about it, and if you can't do something about it, keep going because it's your only fucking option.
Yeah.
All right, we passed the 4-minute mark. Fantastic. A quarter through. That's great. All right.
Yeah. Let's go.
Way. And while I think that men should definitely have the permission to express their emotions, I don't think that they have to fit into specific cookie cutter boxes for how to express those emotions. If you put your arm around Pam while she's crying, that's a sign of affection. If you hold your girlfriend's hand secretly at the Christmas party, that's a sign of affection as well. You don't have to scream it for the rooftops to openly express emotions. And he also likes authority. He isn't very easily pushed around, and he can be very assertive, which is, again, I think a very valuable trait. Like, sometimes you flat out ask Jim for an apology when he goes too far. He doesn't kiss D'Angelo's ass just because he's the new boss. So even
Did she just censor herself?
That part's the masculine part.
Ass. She didn't say ass?
Like, she said ass, but then, cut it out in the audio?
Patching it through.
I don't know. Well, I just know that, okay, usually, I don't know what, every single one of these instances, every single one of these examples have been, these details or these descriptors have been no, not masculine, not masculine. Okay, finally at the end, there we get to the part where they stand up to people. They're aggressive. There we go. We're getting close to the masculine part there. But before that's always, he shows emotion, he's caring, stuff like that. Come on. No.
Yeah, but everything she just listed then, I've heard be called toxic masculinity.
Exactly. Like the real stuff that's actually masculine, it's always that's the toxic part of it. In order to be a good masculine person, apparently, according to these weirdos, according to like the modern feminist agenda, you have to be soft. You have to be easily molded and pushed around. You have to be crying all the time. That's what they say they want in an actual masculine man.
Sensitive.
Okay.
Sensitive usually means won't be having sex with you.
Okay, if the man is this really sensitive guy, then what do they need a woman for? What do they need the woman for in that?
Oh, God! Like the people who hate us, if they ever find this stream, they're gonna have a field day.
Yeah, I know.
Here's Mark in 3D. Thanks for the donation. I agree with Hawk. Al Bundy should be number one. A character as tragic as a Greek sitcom. A shoe salesman by day, a second-hand husband by night.
Second-hand husband.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. But he works at a woman's shoe shop as well, so he just throws insults at women. And if I can be half the man he was.
All right, here's Ron Harushan. Thanks. Men have to be tough because you ain't gonna win wars with crybabies! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark.
I've actually seen this. When they came out with this whole thing about new masculinity, and it's like a guy in a dress and everything, the women hate it. They came out on Twitter and they hated it because, like, what they actually said that, like, what kind of role do they play in that relationship? Then they're going to have a high maintenance man, like he's going to be using all their hair, their hair shampoo and everything.
Message coming in.
They complained about that. They a lot of the women came out and said on Twitter and said that they don't want, if they wanted to get with a woman, they get with a woman, but they want to get with a man, not this new masculine man, as they say.
Here is Mike.
Yeah, it was like when they showed that picture of that singer Harry Styles in a dress, and everyone was like, "Why? What the hell is this?" Yeah, One Direction.
Oh,
boy band. Harry Styles from that. He was on like the cover of Vogue or something, wearing a dress. About being like he's come to terms with his inner woman or something like that. And like people just going like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, the women like the pretty boys as well as the buff guys. They have a range of flavors. Let's just say.
But they like the pretty boys who are still boys, not dressed in fucking skirts. They go, no.
Some of them like that too. You never know. It's outside of my realm. Couldn't tell you. Here's Mike Testa. The top list of guys I want to be at $pound. I mean positivity.
Yes. The top 10 guys I want to bang.
All right.
No one, Shenzhou or whatever that guy's called that Mike's Gagger over.
Over in terms of relationship with Michael. In general, I think he's a very assertive guy who likes to stand up for himself. Number 6,
that part's good.
I feel like I'm going to get a few disagreements on this one as well. Robert California from The Office. I think he's so funny. I know he's kind of a pervert, but I think that he's...
I think he's funny.
Looks like we're right then.
So wait a second.
The first thing
but he's funny. So that's kind of the positive part.
I think he's again. She's just talking about guys she's attracted to. What has this got to do with psychology? Why is your first point? You think he is funny? That
just all funny.
Has got nothing to do with positive masculinity.
That wasn't her first point. That wasn't her first point. Her first point was, I know he's a bit of a pervert.
Yeah. Okay. So the main point, the main consistent point she's making about all these characters who are supposedly positive examples of masculinity,
she finds them funny,
is that they're all funny. So if you want to be masculine, positively masculine, be funny.
Also, be a bit of a pervert, because you'll also be higher up than 4 other guys.
Yeah. If you want to be more masculine than these people, be a pervert.
I don't think it's a positive trait he's trying to push forward, but the positive trait here is that he's funny.
Be a pervert and have a joke book on hand, and you'll fly by.
Well, we know what she likes in general, so I want to see like Johnny Bravo.
Also,
or
by
something.
This
I
character
want to point
is
out
in the office for what? How many episodes? Like 4 episodes or something? He's not in it for that long. So
I want to
don't really
say
learn much about
that this lady 7 months ago made a video about the stages of grief and how to get over loss. I would not trust this woman and how to get over our loss, considering she thinks a pervert is positive masculinity. What the fuck?
But what sort of loss was that? Is it like you lost your keys, or you lost, your phone?
Grief.
Somewhere?
I assume she's talking about, I don't know, death.
Grief. You only get 9 likes on your Facebook post instead of the usual 10. How to deal with the grief of. Anyway,
signs your relationship is ending and how to fix. Again, I would not trust this lady with how to get over relationship problems. Consider
sign your relationship.
So you can't just. Okay, in a 12-minute video, you cannot show signs of your relationship ending and how to fix it, because relationships are incredibly complicated, and there could be 1,000,000,001 reasons why it is not working anymore. 1,000,000,001. There could be so many things you don't fucking know ahead of time. What is this? And
I just signs your relationship is ending. Your girlfriend starts making top 10 videos on YouTube and includes be a pervert but also funny.
How does this person?
That's it. That's it. Just be a pervert.
Clinical psychologist. How is she a clinical psychologist?
Does she think she's going to university? In reality, she's just like the guinea pig for the actual clinical psychologist.
She just gets pulled into a room. It's like, okay, so we're going to teach you this. It's like they study how she responds to certain things. It's like the Arnold Rimmer thing in Red Dwarf. You remember, like they as a kid, he's pulled into a room and like he says the right answers, but everyone around him is like purposely saying the wrong answers, and they're all gaslighting him.
Yeah.
I think that's kind
just to see what is.
It's all an experiment. Was that what she's going through? Like, she keeps getting brainwashed the wrong answers. Like, who's funny. Oh, that's who is a good. Okay, I'll put my hand up. That's masculinity.
All her views are actually other students watching her. It's not members of the public.
This is like terrible education. What's the caption here? It gets vastly, well, it gets better, but it's also vastly more complicated.
Also gets vastly more complicated. Yeah.
What? Did she forget to turn off her Netflix annotations, also subtitles?
Probably. I don't know. I'm still just laughing.
Sometimes I include the subtitles because it helps give context of just an image.
Yes.
Well, usually you'd have like subtitles.
Gives loads of context there, Lit. That gives so much context of what's going on.
Yeah. So say if it's a clip of Cisco, like I show an image of Cisco, and it's relevant to like what I'm showing. Well, usually I'll just show the clip, but like I guess if it was just an image, I would put the line he's saying in the title. Like say when Cisco says one of his speeches, like, it's easy to die for your people, but living for your people is difficult.
It's easy to be a saint in paradise.
There you go. Good quote from Cisco. You could put like if that's relevant, sure. This is not fucking relevant. What has this got to do with positive masculinity? What has this got to do with anything? What has this got to do with his character?
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I can't really say because I haven't really seen this thing.
All I know is that I got a really good view of his nostrils.
Sorry, I just read some of the comments. I'm really sorry to interrupt, but someone said stage 1 of getting over grief is watching Seinfeld in The Office. Oh God.
All right, let's see what she has to say about this pervert that she likes so much.
Level brilliant, insightful, has very wise things to say, even if they are sometimes a little inappropriate. He's persuasive, he's perceptive and intuitive.
In what way inappropriate? Because you just described him as a pervert.
Pervert.
He's a wise guy, though. He's so smart.
The wise guy.
Perverts are not the people I associate with being wise. Because usually, if they're wise, they wouldn't be. They would be able to avoid the perception of being a pervert. They would know.
Master Roshi,
hello.
The wise old pervert.
The mentor of Goku, the most powerful man in the universe, is a wise old pervert.
You mean hermit, right? No, I said pervert. You know what I said.
God damn it! This video.
Well,
people's deepest psychologies. He's successful and motivated. He's flexible. He's open to changing his mind about people. He's open to gender roles flexibility. He doesn't put himself on a pedestal, even though he's the CEO. Again, the only thing I would say that is a major disservice to him is that he's kind of a creep, and he does things in the workplace that would fall under sexual harassment.
Wait a second.
Why is this over the other two?
Wait. What are we talking about again? Is it... We're talking about toxic masculinity, right? Like things that are bad.
You can't say he's perfect. Oh, by the way, yeah, he might be a creep and do sexual harassment.
He might sexually harass people.
But it's funny, though.
He gets gender roles, but, he's a bit of a pervert.
This is why comedians always get away with all the nonsense they pull, is because they're really funny. And nobody wants to send them to jail or anything.
Why is a creepy dude on the list of positive masculinity? Literally someone...
Why is he so high up?
That sexually harasses people. And you're putting him high on your list?
He's what? He's number what? So we had Gomez.
6. He's number 6.
He's almost in the top 5 men.
Like, why are the
sexual
other two
harassing pervert?
Why are the other two lower on the list than this guy?
Oh my god, Kramer from Seinfeld is lower on the list.
No. He's like a grandma.
Oh, if only it was a perverted grandma.
Grandma goes lower than a sex pervert. Oh my god.
I love the way that she said all these things and then nonchalant said, sexual harassment, but he does in the workplace. It's like, what? You can't just... No. Big red flags. You can't just... It really is just be funny and you can get away with anything.
This lady is into some really weird stuff.
You make a bitch chuckle, you can fucking do anything. Just...
I take it back, this lady is funny.
Well,
made me laugh.
God bless whoever is married to this lady, because he really lucked out. He really got to... do
you think her husband just married her because she just says incredibly batshit things that just make him laugh?
Oh yeah, I bet.
Bring her around to all the social functions.
Very nice, honey. Very nice. Oh yeah, you're attracted to a sex pervert. Oh yes. And then he turns around, just
yeah, just like
Spider.
It's like God, yeah.
Spider Geronimo. It says that is number 3 Quagmire. Well, if this is the list, then I'm surprised if Quagmire isn't part of the top 3.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck me.
Yeah, we got to keep going because I've got to get over
one OJ Simpson. Oh no, not OJ Simpson.
OJ Simpson, he's a bit of a murderer, but he's funny.
But he's funny.
Right? Reminding me of the JonTron video of OJ Simpson. That's just absolutely hilarious. I like to call it my little getaway. But you can take it any way you like.
No,
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous. Number 2, Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, but he was funny though, weren't they, right?
Oh.
All right, let's
let's go.
It's just TV characters. So all of that aside, I think he's a good example.
Wait, hold on.
Positive
Wait, stop.
masculinity.
Stop. You can't say I'm going to ignore his sexual harassment because he's a TV
character.
Yeah, okay. So the positive stuff you can just ignore then, because he's just a TV character. So everything you just said means nothing if you're willing to ignore the sexual harassment because he's a TV.
Is your next video titled "Why Women Fall in Love with Serial Killers"? That's a real thing, by the way. That's an actual thing. Like, many prominent serial killers got many marriage proposals from women through the mail. That'd be kind of interesting to look into.
Yeah, that is. Actually, yeah. Well,
all right, Mark.
This woman.
Mark, thank you. Plot twist.
Message coming in.
Oh.
Patching it through.
She's married to Patrick Bateman.
We mentioned if we would see him in the list, and now I'm like, yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure we'll see Hannibal Lecter.
No, she's not married to Patrick Bateman. Okay, Patrick Bateman married his secretary.
Yes,
Mm.
this is true.
Number 5. This is where we're really getting to. I know I said this before. This is really where we're getting to the bulk of positive masculinity. Michael from Desperate Housewives. He's very traditionally masculine. You know, he likes to provide for his family. He does handiwork. He protects the one he loves. He's secure in his masculinity. And
is this from another comedy?
Desperate Housewives?
Housewives.
That's more of a drama.
Yeah, it's drama. Yeah. Drama and comedy, those are things that kind of pull women in as an audience according to the numbers.
It makes me laugh every time I watch it.
What does that mean? He's comfortable with masculinity. What does that mean exactly? Usually, when someone says that means he kisses other men or something.
Let's be honest. Everything she's saying is utter bullshit. It's because he's a beefcake, and now she's just gonna make stuff up.
Another attractive man. Huh? Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She could at least give us a little bit of textbook, a little bit of why.
He likes doing handiwork.
Message coming in.
He protects his family.
Patching it through.
Yeah.
Those are good things. Those are masculine things. Yes.
Yeah.
Good so far.
Also, he's a bit of a pervert, so that gets him on my list. So he's just a good-looking guy. So I assume that's the main reason. So.
All right, Mike Testa, thanks. Cosmonaut. Oh, here we go. You guys are being dumb about masculine. All right. 6 minutes. Well, it's okay. It's not bad.
Oy vey.
To toxic masculinity, even despite having an upbringing that modeled it to him. Like, we know that his dad used to hit his mom, and his mom also has some very rigid gender roles, but that did not affect the way he grew up.
Is there a train going in the background?
He grew up to be protective of people, not to hit people. He grew up to stand up for the people that he loves. And I think this is a good example of pointing out that I've
got a feeling this is going to get provocatively more boring now. She's just going to...
Certainly there is a great overlap between people who
we've lost the insanity already.
Gender roles are for everybody, and those who kind of resort to toxic ways of enforcing that. But let's be very clear that not all men who are traditionally masculine are inherently toxic. This is why I think a lot of men get defensive when they hear the word toxic masculinity. But it's okay to be traditional.
When you're literally calling traditional masculinity toxic, yes, we're saying, no, shut up, it's not.
Just so you know, this character dies in a drive-by shooting by protecting a woman he loves.
Oh, that's manly. That's pretty manly.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
But usually, why she likes him?
Usually, when they bring up toxic masculinity, it's all the traits that make a man a man. That's what I've seen every single time. She actually has been by far the most reasonable person who utters the phrase toxic masculinity unironically.
Earlier, she just mentioned positive masculinity as being extremely sensitive. Like, the opposite of what a man should do to get over his problems and to get through life. Hell, not even just men. if women want to get through problems on their own, they need to be able to be strong and
Shiny,
not.
No, Shiny. They just put their pajamas on and eat ice cream with their girlfriends, and they get through all their problems. That's how it works.
Oh, guess what? He also has he took a job on an oil rig in Alaska in order to earn more money for his family.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
very
what
masculine.
man? What a guy.
What?
Okay, she
I
got
was
one
about
right.
to say that.
She got one right. Fantastic. Awesome.
Yeah.
This is a good
she did
example.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this again, it's a dramatic comedy, so it's very geared towards women. So it's going to be kind of these weird storylines where all these
Oddly enough, the writers knew what women liked, and what women like is this masculine guy
right.
who protects women and the people he loves, and who works his fingers to the bone to earn extra money so they can live. Yeah, this guy's awesome. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got it. We're good.
It's okay to provide for your family, to be chivalrous, and so on. The only thing that's not okay is to use gender roles as something that positions masculinity over femininity. But back to...
Has anyone ever done this? Like, give me an example, please.
Shiny. I do it all the time. That's all I ever do. I just go masculinity over femininity. Yeah.
Usually I see this from
like
neckbeard types, where they say, "I'm a man, therefore I rule the household," without actually earning it and everything. Like you're supposed to be a man, which means you're supposed to be like earning things.
Like
you earn this position.
The things which like people prescribe to like toxic masculinity are honestly not even like masculine traits. People who aren't masculine that try to make up for not being masculine.
Yeah.
Like beating up women is not a masculine trait. It's like the opposite. Like if you're masculine,
they'll prescribe it to toxic masculinity.
Yeah, it's if you're not able to control your emotions enough, where you just strike out at people who are more vulnerable, then that's demonized. That's demonized by men. Like men do not look well upon wife beaters. It's not something like that is approved of in masculine society. It doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, do you mean Dick Society?
Oh, yeah, of course, Dick Society.
Yeah.
Can't let that meme die.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, I just feel that they just seem to attach just toxic traits which could go for men and women just to masculinity for some reason. So it's very weird what we do. So, no, carry on.
He's protective of people. The very reason he dies is because he defends those who have less courage than him, even though it's not his mess to fix. Sorry, spoiler alert, it's been, 15 years since that show ended. He respects boundaries, he's a very chill guy. You know, like Susan is an absolute handful, but he's very laid back about it. A good example of this, I think, is when he acknowledges that Julie is Susan's daughter, and it's not his place to create rules for her. He also doesn't shame women. Like when he finds out that Susan is a cam girl to make ends meet, he gets angry at the guy blackmailing her, not at Susan. He's kind.
Like,
that's
isn't
not really
this
a
just
trait.
not what you expect? Like basic, decent human decency. I've just repeated myself. I'm sorry, but but this is just basic human decency. It's not like this is what I expect out of normal fucking people.
Yeah, but it's also this thing of she's a cam girl, okay? Oh, but she's been blackmailed into it, so she's not a cam girl then because, or is she a cam girl? Or I don't know, but that's a very weird thing to bring up.
He probably protects her because she's his friend or something in the show, probably. It's something that masculine guy would do.
Yeah. But
sounds good so far.
Yeah, it sounds good so far. It's just the bringing up the cam girl stuff. I'm like, okay.
But the non-judgmental thing,
like she says, he doesn't hit women. He respects them. It's like,
yes,
is that not? Is that the bar that we're going with now? That we don't hit women when we're angry?
That's like
because
you can't.
The vast majority of people fucking do not hit people.
Shiny. What I've learned is, it's all right not to hit women. That's what you have to do. But you can also sexually harass them, and you'll still have positive masculinity. So be a pervert, but don't hit women.
This video is sending some beautiful messages.
I'm going to teach my son these lessons.
He better learn them well.
You know, I'm under the impression a lot of people who go into study psychology are just trying to figure out what's wrong with them. And they don't know even after they get out of it. Anyway.
They're like, well, I learnt nothing. So,
oh, boy.
That was a waste of 27 grand.
Well, she's in her doctorate, so I guess that's a lot more than 27 grand.
That's for the first year.
Nowadays, yeah.
Sweet. Lots of empathy for people. The only sign of fragility and insecurity that I really noticed was when he insisted that Susan not pay off their loans because he wanted to be the one to do it. Again, nothing wrong with wanting to provide for your family, but it should not be to the point where receiving help is something that threatens your self-esteem.
I don't know the context for this. I don't know if this is true.
It didn't sound like a threat of
There's
self-esteem.
nothing wrong with wanting to do something yourself.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the context of the situation. I've never seen the show, but it doesn't sound toxic or not positive. If you're not wanting to, you don't want to be a liability to others.
Yeah, I want to be the one who pays off the bills.
Like the amount of times my granddad has said, "Hey, look, let me pay for the software you need. Let me pay for your equipment. Let me pay for this, that, and the other." And I say, no, I'm perfectly capable of buying all this stuff myself. I mean, I now have no money, but the point still stands. I would prefer to be self-sufficient and not be a liability to others. So I prefer to say, okay, I don't want to take your money. I'm going to buy my own equipment, my own software. I don't need it.
Shiny, I send your granddad's money over this way. I could use it. Wouldn't that be all right?
There's always this tension between father and sons, where the father has a company and wants to bring the son into the company, but the son, even though it's going to be an easy job probably, and they're going to get paid well, and they're going to have job security because it's their dad who owns the company. Usually, a lot of sons want to go their own way, find their own path in life.
Well, that's a bit different than being self-sufficient, like finding your own path.
Oh yeah, it's just something that happens. A lot of us sons want to build their own legacy as opposed to just jumping right into their dads. It's even part of the hero's journey.
All right,
true. Yeah,
we are halfway done, and we can take a break, call it a day. I don't know what you guys feel.
I want to finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look, now it's starting to get less and less batshit insane. I think we're going to get there.
All right.
Smudcast gets it done. Smudcast gets it done.
Yes.
So you think, but yeah.
Or
hope Alex Jones is number one.
Into greater debt. At that point, I think it's a little bit problematic. Number 4, Oscar Martinez from The Office.
What?
Another from The Office?
Is actually
The Office. That's 3 people from The Office.
Jim from The Office. He's intelligent.
Jim is great.
He's well read. Like when he faces.
Okay, you're cheating now. You got 3 characters from one show. You're cheating. Okay, you can't get out of 10 people, 3 of them from The Office. Come on.
Yeah,
watch other shows.
One is in the main cast, and the other 2 aren't in the main cast.
Are these guys really examples of positive masculinity, or did you just really like The Office?
Also, this character is really annoying because he always makes out that he knows everything.
Know it all. It's positive masculinity. Oh, we're starting to get back into the batshit insane now.
It doesn't usually come
well done, Shiny.
Doesn't that usually stem from an inferiority complex where you feel inferior, therefore you must assert yourself as the most dominant in the room constantly? It's like it kind of stems from the Napoleon complex.
Like the people who brag that how much of they have sex or something. I have totally so much sex. Usually the type of people who don't have sex at all.
I totally have sex once every blue moon. Honestly,
I fuck all the women.
It is so rare and dry. I'm like a.
There's neckbeard types. I know there's guys who, if you say one thing incorrect, they have to jump in and assert something like that. Actually,
no, actually,
those red guys.
Mesopotamian actually built their pyramids using donkeys, not horses.
Yeah, the Reddit mentality. Actually, it is blah 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 blah. Like the guys who just do that constant, like they have to do every single time. If you make one slight mistake, they have to jump on you and say, you're stupid. It's actually blah 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 blah. That's where it comes from.
We're like in the office canteen, and you're like literally looking over your shoulder before you say anything, so that guy's not there.
I like Hardboiled's comment. Maybe she hasn't watched that many shows.
That's what it seems
probably
like.
Not.
Seems like she just really likes The Office.
Yeah.
Is The Office the only thing that she's like ever watched? It's just she has like a Blu-ray set that just plays repeatedly over and over again.
Also, I want to know something else.
Well, she's sat in the kitchen.
I think of positive masculine. Okay, I guess characters like Captain Rex. What was it? Characters like, I'm trying to remember his name, O'Neill from SG-1. Superman.
Cisco.
I'm going blank. Cisco is a fantastic example, especially since he's a single father.
Yeah.
Cisco's so manly, he punched out Q. He's like, he should be in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure at this point.
No. What should have happened is Cisco should have flexed, and Q was just thrown out of the space station. He didn't even need to punch him, just flex.
He should have pulled a rock from one of those Fast and Furious movies where he has a cast on and he's flexed and his cast explodes off his arm, and then he takes up a minigun to go fight. That's awesome. Yeah, give me more heroes like that.
So I'm just reading up on this character. It turns out he has insecurities about his potential homosexuality, and they play it up as during Halloween, and then we find out in season 9 that he is actually gay. So. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. I don't really care if he's
gays can be masculine as well.
Yeah.
So let's not,
Faces Michael in a debate over politics. He stands up for social equality, both for himself and for others. Like, he doesn't let Michael get away with microaggressions or full-on
microaggressions.
And breaking up with his boyfriend when he knows he doesn't want to be in that relationship.
He's a good ally.
Not very assertive in his love life in general. Like, with the way...
Is that positive?
Is that positive or negative?
He's not very assertive. No, that's incredibly positive.
So you're saying he's dominant in his love, like not dominant, submissive in his love life?
Like being assertive was a positive masculine trait in other examples you said. How come it's being not assertive is a positive trait here?
I don't know.
Warehouse guy a crush on. So I think a little bit of assertiveness, a little bit more of standing up for himself would be something that really rounds off his character. Number 3,
assertiveness.
Chris Traeger from Parks and Rec. He's very polite, very optimistic.
Oh, finally another show.
He's kind, he's sweet, friendly,
which is exactly the same as The Office, pretty much.
Is an adjective that we.
Yeah.
This looks like an absolutely horrible Photoshop.
Isn't Parks and Rec just another comedy?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's another comedy here. In the same vein as The Office.
Every single one of them has been a comedy except for Desperate Housewives.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
That sounds like a comedy. Is that a comedy? Is that a drama?
It does sound like it's probably a drama comedy thing like Desperate Housewives.
And to associate with women, but he's really not afraid to have some feminine qualities. And actually, I think it makes him a very well-rounded, very nice person to be around. He's also very motivated.
You know, feminine qualities do not equal masculinity, right? That's why it's called femininity.
Yeah. Yes.
Another warm grandma moment, I guess. It's like a warm grandma. That makes him a good man. Wait, what?
Very focused. He has his life and health on track. He doesn't need someone fixing him. He's fixing his own issues. He's working really hard to fix his issues. He's considerate and resourceful. Like, for example, when his wife is uncomfortable during her pregnancy, he tries to solve every little issue to make her feel better. And that kind of resourcefulness,
yeah, because that's called dealing with pregnancy.
So the only issue is he does suffer
that's the basics you do in pregnancy.
Following his breakup.
Hold on. That thing she's about pregnancy? No, that's the basic stuff you do during pregnancy. I've been through a pregnancy. Yeah. He's not really going out of his way if he's just making his wife feel comfortable during a pregnancy. Wow. Positive masculinity. Well, going to the shop at 4 o'clock in the morning to buy fucking squidgy gummy bears.
So he also has depression, where he goes to see a therapist, Dr. Richard Nygaard.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's asked to be the father of her child via in vitro fertilization. Like, okay. Yeah, there's all like this is a comedy, so obviously it's pretty goofy to have like Rob Lowe to be this affluent, sensitive dude. When he has much bigger range. I guess they were playing around with that idea a bit. I only saw a few clips with him in it because he's barely in the show. Or sorry,
it's not that much.
Yeah, he's in throughout all the seasons, but he's not as a major character.
Oh yeah, he's like he's there, but it's like you barely even notice his character. They do a lot of other things. So
yeah, so it's kind of like a single dad sort of scenario. I'm not sure exactly. I have to read up on him a bit more. I do remember him talking about food, and Ron Swanson was like, "Okay, so where's the real food?" or something like that, because he was talking about some sort of salad or something.
Oh his salad. Yeah, his salad. Okay, so where's the actual real food?
Message coming in.
I can't
no, where's the main course? Yeah, where's the main course?
Oh, it was a competition. It was a competition. That's right. Oh, it was a hamburger competition. Or a hot dog competition, and he was like, "Oh, this is this soy latte, whatever, no fat, no gluten, whatever." And then Rob comes out, he's like, "Yeah, this is a hamburger, this is a hot dog." And everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this is much better. Yeah, this is something like that." Anyway,
yeah.
Here's Mike Testa. Did somebody say ruin grandma on Christmas?
No.
What?
No, we didn't.
Shade dog devil? What? Mike Testa, I am confused.
With rags, isn't it?
Oh, rags.
Rags ruin grandma. Rags ruin grandma. Yeah, Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, because the shade and the dog.
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Maybe.
Thanks, Mike. I don't know.
I just know that meme from EVAP. It's just ruining Christmas, ruining grandma. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
My data files haven't been updated since. So.
His breakup, where it seems like he's kind of using his strengths as band-aids for his more serious underlying issues. But of course he gets them in order, and then he moves on with his life when he's ready to. Number 2, Bob Vance Refrigeration from The Office. So we don't know.
That's 4 characters out of 10 from The Office.
You're cheating.
I know, and you can't have Bob. You can't have Bob either. No, Bob is literally only an incredibly small side character.
Why'd you make like a list of 10 if you only ever seen like 5 shows?
Yeah, but here's the thing: she's got all these other characters in there. She's literally choosing side characters who appear in less than like 10 episodes. Why?
Watch more shows.
The cat from Red Dwarf. He's the perfect example of positive masculinity.
No. Positive masculinity would be Legion, because he's got his artwork. You know, he's attached to his like inner self.
He may trap them against their will.
Emotion. And he knows all their
trap them against their will, and they can't escape without knocking themselves out, so he couldn't
exist.
Take their minds.
My top 5 masculine characters of all time: 1, Jean-Luc Picard; 2, Riker; 3,
Worf.
4, yeah,
4,
Bruce Maddox.
5.
Data.
You gotta start like going into like the really side characters.
Yeah. Ensign number 7, who dies in episode like
Outrageous Okana.
Red shirt number 55.
Keith from Cafeteria.
Dexter Jetster. Sleaze Bagano.
Number 1, Sleaze Bagano.
Firm scissor punch.
Like, thumbs is a punch. That is the perfect example of positive masculinity.
Did that character even exist in the movie, or was it just supposed to?
It was in Solo. It was the lobster quotation.
Yeah, I know, but was it actually in the movie, or
Yep.
did they just like?
It was at the
wow.
gambling table.
Oh, Disney.
Okay. Yeah. So a random side character. Let's go with that. Anna.
Her only personality trait is I watched The Office. Is that where she learns psychology?
The Office.
She doesn't seem like an Office kind of person, like a person to watch these kinds of shows. Like, what do you do with your time that you're reading all these books for university and you watch like weird, specific kind of shows? Most of the people in psych are like really like into specific things and really passionate about. They don't just watch random comedies or satirical comedies.
Frasier.
Yeah.
At least watch Frasier.
You think she'd talk about like stories that involve psychiatrists or psychologists, because that's where like dramas, like police procedurals, where it's really heavy duty drama. It's like, no,
psychological stories and things.
yeah, like you expect like 24 really high intense stories where primetime TV like NCIS or like Gibbs, like that would be like, okay, he's masculine.
The Mentalist. Would I lie to you? Those sort of programs.
There's a great show. Yeah,
Icon would be Jack Bauer from 24, because he's the one noble guy in a dark, dark world.
something. But no, it's just the weird, funny guys that no one even remember. Like, who is this guy? Bob Vance? Like, I don't know.
Bob the refrigerator, because he runs a refrigerating business.
Number
His only
one.
lines are pretty much,
All Blart.
"Hi, I'm Bob. Do you want to buy some refrigerators?" And that's literally his stick in the Office. It's just wanting to sell refrigerators.
Sensitive when he
I
sells
like-
refrigerators.
I love refrigerators.
I love
I
refrigerators.
love refrigerators. Yes.
His
We
wife.
need Emperor Pal.
Based on that, I am very impressed. He's extremely respectful and affectionate towards his wife. He dotes over her. He showers her with acts of love, gifts, affection, making her feel like the most valuable person. He's also very protective and defensive of the ones he...
Wait a second. Is this just a bunch of guys who are good with girls? Is that the whole shtick here? Because I
Well, no, because the other ones were even good with girls. They were fucking sex perverts and creeps.
Yes, but they were funny, Shiny. So
Okay, and that's why I think it's literally just characters she likes or finds attractive.
yeah,
oh, jeez.
This guy may sexually harass women, but he's number 5 on my list.
yeah, but come on, at least he's number 5, and a bloke who sells fridges is number 3, I think, or something. It's like, wow, wow. I hope your parents are proud of the money they've spent in your fucking degree. Because
Other shows.
you've got to go back and every Christmas they're going to be online. So how's that degree going?
Yeah.
How's selling? Yeah.
Very critical look at the world of TV through the lens of positive masculinity.
A very critical look through the lens of The Office.
yeah. The gamut of television out there. It's like, okay, we got comedy.
So, like, if she did become like a clinical psychologist that did counseling and stuff and like therapy, but she just could like say watch The Office to like everyone that ever came into like through her door. So like there is a character in The Office, and he's a bit of a sex pervert like you, but you see, he has
Sex
these
pervert like
positive
you.
traits. And I think if you watch The Office, you'll be inspired, and therefore you'll get over your depression and sexual issues. Next, please. Then
That'll be $1,000.
Does she just give like episodes of The Office on a disc to this person? It's like, here's your free trial.
Watch
this
season
episode.
3, episode 12. You'll get all the answers you need. Oh.
Like, he threatens Michael Scott when he makes Phyllis sad. He openly calls Michael a jack. So he's clearly not afraid and standing.
Like, ass is like
Oh, no,
one of the least like necessary to censor words I could ever think of. I could think of much like harsher words that you would probably like need to censor. Like, I can understand maybe censoring like fuck or shit.
You call me a jack,
or faggot, or prick.
That's going too
or
far.
Bastard. Or
No,
Nigeria, you can censor that one.
No man should call another man a jack. This is going way. That's going way too far.
Wow, you call him a John or a Martha, and that's it.
Oh no, he called him a jack.
Yeah, Jack, anal retentive person.
Okay, why is she saying this? If she's going to censor it, I swear in my videos, and like, if I wasn't going to want censor like swearing in my video, then I just wouldn't swear. I wouldn't just go around censoring every other fucking word I say because it is stupid. Just like, if you really don't want to have swearing on your YouTube channel, just don't swear. It is that fucking simple.
Come on, you cunt and stupid faggoty fucking bastards. If you're gonna swear, fucking do it right.
All right, so he likes to defend his wife. All right, great. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration. That's actually how he introduces himself every single episode, because he's trying to sell fridges. So
I love refrigerator. I've already done that joke.
Yeah. So guys, remember, if you want to be positive masculinity, sell refrigerators, make jokes, and sexually harass women, and you're good to go.
A round of applause, please.
And for the things that he believes in,
Please
which
clap.
again is a great quality. He also doesn't.
The things he believes in. Yeah, the real depth.
Refrigerators.
Yeah, the depth of character of
He
Bob
believes in
Vance.
refrigerators.
So, Bob, what do you believe in? Refrigerators and refrigeration units?
And marrying my wife.
Well, that's his religion. Refrigeration.
Oh,
He goes to the church
Oh.
for refrigerators.
oh, hail the fridge freezer.
It's an altar. Is there a fridge?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Yeah, it's the what do they call it? The long fridges, the chest style, whatever you call those.
Yeah.
The guy from the meme is like the priest, the I Love Refrigerators guy. Like he's up there on the altar.
Oh,
So this is
Oh,
our number.
I just
Some refrigerator salesman.
that's it.
wait. Yeah. So is this number 2?
Yeah.
Wow. A refrigerator guy beat out Dwight. Oh well. Okay.
Wow.
This list has been very underwhelming, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be Dennis Reynolds?
Wow. Okay. I wonder what number 1 is then.
Number 1, Stormtrooper number 3 from the back.
Makes signals. He doesn't make Phyllis feel insecure. In fact, he makes her feel very secure in the knowledge that she is the only one for him. Like when she feels a little bit insecure about a second.
Well, hold on. He is the only one for him. I think.
Wait
he
a
made
second.
mistake there.
So all he's got is he loves his wife and he makes her feel good. Isn't that what the job of every husband, to love their wives and respect them?
Isn't that like what the guy from Addams
No,
family
no,
already
no,
did
no.
and
Yeah.
praised him for?
Our husband's meant to go to work, sleep with the secretary, and come home late. That's
How
all.
does this-
That's.
How does this guy love his wife more than Gomez? Because Gomez was way down. This guy's number 2.
Yeah, but look, it's simple. Gomez didn't sell refrigerators, so obviously he can't love anyone as much.
Is it because Gomez wasn't on The Office? Is that why he's at number 2?
Gomez was on the Office, he'd be number 1.
Okay,
number
let's see
one
what's
is-
number 1. I really want to see what's
is
number
Gomez.
1.
Very kind of looking like his type, she instantly realizes that he would never cheat on her because it makes her feel valued. Number
Yeah.
one-
Also, the reason why he wouldn't cheat on her is because look at him.
Look at that.
He's random than an 8-ball.
She's not her type. She's
So-
like, what the? My standards are so low, he'd never cheat on me.
That is like
Wow.
possibly one of the. Again, why are these standards so low? Like what you
Fucking hell.
basically expect from anyone, not cheating on your wife and girlfriend. Oh, that's kind of the expected. Like you're supposed to do that. Oh, he's a decent human being. So fucking great.
You're a
So
decent human being. He only sexually harasses people at work. Come on.
here's Jake the Surgeon. A Lindsay
Like,
Ellis
would
clowning.
Would she praise like a male feminist? Like, oh sure, he sexually harassed people and he's a total creep, but he's a total advocate for gender equality.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! I don't know what this woman is on about half the time.
Here's Jake the Surgeon. Lindsay Ellis clowning on Diabeto almost makes her tolerable. Also, I don't like the concept of eggs. The concept of eggs?
The concept of what?
Eggs.
Eggs.
I mean,
Concept of eggs.
I don't see the inherent problem, but
eggs are fine.
I love eggs. You know,
Oh, yeah.
fry them up, scramble them, poach them, boil them.
Mhm.
I mean,
I
I
like the
love a
fact that-
soft-boiled egg.
I like
I mean,
the fact
get
that
a soft-boiled
coming in.
egg.
stealing chicken
toasty.
Patching it
babies
through.
from a loving mother and watching them just heartless.
Egg in his prime time. I love eggs, Charlie. I love them. I want number one to be Frank Reynolds. I'm going to marry that 54. That'd be good.
I'm trying to think.
I want it to be someone terrible.
I'm trying to think about what other male characters are on The Office. Who it could be?
Half of the office.
Okay, let's just go.
Who takes the cake in terms of most positive masculinity that
Better not
I've
be
seen
from The
on
Office.
TV? This might surprise you. Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. So, this might surprise
I'll
you
agree
in the
with
sense
that.
that you were probably thinking I was going to say someone more on the feminine side, but no, he's actually
No.
very traditionally masculine.
Well, that's usually depicted from the feminine side because it's supposed to be masculine characters. Feminine characters not masculine. That's feminine.
Also,
It's different.
Ron Swanson is positive masculinity. You should be like
Pretty much is, yeah.
Ron Swanson. Yeah, hate vegans, dislike Canada. Just
All the
straight
stuff.
up.
well, he's basically your American. Like he is the American guy that you
Yeah.
think of.
I mean, who doesn't dislike Canadians? Canadians, they're like the worst. No one likes them.
We're like
But like
not
Americans,
quite
they're colder.
British.
They're like pussy Americans.
Message coming in.
Oh,
Patching it
to the apologising and the stupid little hockey games.
And their A's and their hockey.
And their moose.
Isn't that annoying, eh?
The mooses.
Fucking moose.
Yeah, and the little mounted police officers and their stupid little hats.
Smudge Boy has an honorary American card. I think he's been
I thought he was Commander Shepard.
command.
Mark Mears Canadian though, so.
Number one,
Space Canadian.
Space
I was
Canadian.
surprised. I picked a masculine guy for number one, not a feminine guy. Oddly enough, masculine men are more masculine than they are feminine.
But Ron Swanson is a really good idea of like just masculinity.
Yeah.
He's just a cool dude. He's literally the only one I know who's got a permit that just says I can do whatever I want.
I like how he hides bacon everywhere for no reason.
Give me.
Like raw bacon,
All
like
sorts of bacon.
unopened raw bacon.
Because I don't know him. Who is he?
Ron Swanson?
Ron Swanson, he's from Parks and Rec. Oh, he's amazing.
He wants to destroy
Yeah.
all of government. It's hilarious.
Awesome. I like him a lot.
He goes, what was it? Do you want to try some of our vegan meat? Yeah, of course. Throws it in the bin. I'll have another piece. Okay. Just throws it in the bin, keeps doing it. He's like, sir, do you actually want to eat any of it? It's like, no. I'm just getting rid of it.
The perfect man.
You know, I will say that is pretty based.
Like he
I love the meme. It's like, why are people vegan? Vegan, like the pork. Was it fuck? Roast pork is the best thing in the world, and they want to eat spinach.
Yeah. Best one is just like, I want to send this letter to Canada. What does it say? Fuck Canada. Okay, who do you want to send it to? Canada. What, the whole of Canada? Yes.
Oh, he has so many good lines. It's just so funny. He's amazing.
You can't,
So again, is he seriously just...
You can't kill this pig on park property. I have a permit. All this is I can do whatever I want. Yep. I just stood there and was like, okay, I'm going to do it.
Again, it just sounds like people that made her laugh. Comedy characters.
Didn't she pick already a character from Parks and Rec?
Message
She
coming
really
in.
picked at least one.
Patching it through.
So 4 from The Office, 2 from Parks and Rec. 4 like that. That means like 4 of them were from this other shows. I think unless I missed one. Like
one of them's a movie. Yeah.
One of them's Addams Family.
Yeah.
Desperate Housewives and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and one other one apparently.
It's
But most of them were just from The Office. The second
Seinfeld.
from, Seinfeld. One from Seinfeld. And then the second most are from Parks and Rec. So mainly, I guess her main 2 shows to watch are Parks and Rec, and then number 1 is she just likes The Office a lot.
Yes.
And you get more pull as a character. You get more points in your masculinity if you are on The Office.
And a pervert, apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no man dotes on his wife more than Gomez. There's no way Mr. Refrigerator Salesman dotes on his wife more than Gomez does.
Yeah.
But he's lower on the list. And the only thing that's different between Gomez and that guy is that guy happened to be on The Office.
Dev. No, it's Bob Vance of Bob's Refrigeration. You get that name right. He dotes on his...
What does he believe in? I don't know.
Refrigeration.
Refrigeration units. Isn't his name? It's Bob Vance from Vance's Refrigeration. Which is literally how he introduces himself every single time he meets people, even to people he already knows.
All right,
It's
here's
like the what was it? Fuck, I've already forgotten her name now from Doctor Who. Constantly keeps repeating her name.
I can't remember.
Fuck, I'm annoyed now that I can't remember her name.
But I'll tell you something now. Unforgettable character. Absolutely unforgettable.
Unforgettable. Other than that, I can't remember her name.
anyway.
But you'll always remember Bob Vance of Vance's Refrigeration.
He's a healthy man.
Harriet Jones. That's it. Like Harriet Jones, Prime Minister.
Oh yeah, Harriet Jones, Prime Minister. Yeah. Yes.
It's such a good gag. It's a good gag, and at the same time, it also makes sense because she's been a person who's been used to having no one know who she is, so she's gotten so used to explaining who she is, and then she keeps doing it when she's Prime Minister, despite the fact that Prime Minister is like one of the most high-profile people in the country.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Bob Vance of Vance's Refrigeration. So.
Oh boy, here's Jake the Surgeon. Oh, this isn't Lindsay Ellis, huh? No, it's not.
No.
Here's Jake again. Baby birds and reptiles sometimes fail to hatch and die inside the eggs, struggling to break free. That thought scares me. Okay.
Why? You're not a baby bird or
You're not a bird.
Hey, Jake is free to be scared of whatever he likes.
It's fine. It's not the weirdest thing Jake's asked.
I scare no man, but chicks dying in their eggs, it scares me.
That frightens.
Here's Mike Testa. You thought it was Ron Swanson, but it was me, Dio.
You thought your first pick would be Ron Swanson, but it was I, Dio.
So what's going to be like the next 5 minutes?
Explaining, I reckon these down to like some sort of psychological rhetoric or something.
Okay,
let's see. I want to see
strange
furniture, and yet he appreciates strong women.
Okay. The problem with Ron is that he's terrified of all of his ex-wives.
Oh yes,
perfect man.
I wouldn't call that properly healthy, but there's probably good reason if you watch the show. So
His ex-wives are insane.
yeah.
I'd be frightened of them even if they weren't my ex-wives.
And then there's that girl who's just a crazy lunatic who is his actual wife
Message
in
coming
real
in.
life.
Patching it
And she
through.
keeps taking off her top. This is is that the wrong show? I think I'm watching the wrong show. Yeah, there's she plays another character in another show who keeps taking off her top. It's called Arrested Development. It's like, that's the last time you'll ever see these. And she keeps doing that over and over again.
Parks and Recs has got what's his name? Chris Pratt in it.
Yes.
Before he became Star-Lord. That's
Yep.
what he got famous from.
Exactly.
As Andy. Yeah.
Anyway,
Good show.
here's Tyler Preston. Number one positive masculinity is immortal Tatsu.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I got to think about that.
Take all the time you need.
Where is that from? Goku Shu Fudo, the way of the house husband. He is a former legendary Yakuza gang member. Wow, that is so specific, sir. It's not even Friday yet. How the hell did you come up with that?
Yeah. Also, he kind of got on the list because he wasn't on The Office. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
sorry.
Here's Jake the
I
Surgeon.
really want to know what the next 5 minutes is.
Okay, one sec. Here's Jake the Surgeon. We're all baby birds struggling to break free of the egg of society which we live in. Oh.
Oh my God! Well
That
done.
is
'Cause
deep.
that's actually quite deep, but fucking hell, Jay.
Now I'm thinking there's this giant shell around
Wait.
Toronto.
Why do people want to break free? Surely they just want to do well and, I don't know, get a good job and a wife and kids.
It's the glass ceiling. It's the glass ceiling, Shiny, that's holding us all down. Especially those men of us who have no penises. We just got to break it and just spread our wings and fly into the sun of progressiveness.
Okay, so anyway, let's actually get to this because this is a good pick, and it just again, it's funny and weird.
I agree. I agree with this pick as being number one. Yes, it is.
No,
Actually
but
very
being
good
the
pick, number
most
one.
masculine, I don't know this character, but I can.
Yes, no, he's incredibly masculine.
Yeah.
Fuck, I would say the Terminator is more masculine.
No, the Terminator is a robot. Doesn't count.
You really think she's
Ron
seen the
Swanson is
Terminator?
a man.
Yeah, but he's still got masculine traits.
No. Ron Swanson
Do you think?
is
Do
more
you think
masculine.
she's seen? Because this is all stuff that she's seen. It's all stuff based off what she has seen. So I don't
Yeah.
think.
Which apparently is very little.
I highly doubt that she has seen the Terminator.
No.
She just watched The Office.
Message coming in. Patching
Yeah.
it through.
Able to connect with feminists. He doesn't mind that his wife already has 2 daughters. He's very private, he doesn't require
doesn't mind that his
external
wife's got 2
validation. He has a very
daughters.
secure
Okay.
core. He's happy with his person.
Why is that masculine? How come a man can't be bothered? Hey, what if a man doesn't want to marry a woman who already has children? Is that a bad thing? I guess that's you're just a boy, an unmasculine man because you don't want to marry a woman who has children.
Well, he specifically. Oh, sorry. She specifically says that he doesn't have any issues with the children. So I'd assume that he liked the woman and then she just happened to have children at the same times as they just
Yeah,
they live with it.
I don't think he got to the woman through her children.
Well,
So it's you just dated someone, found out they had kids, and then okay, sure, that's happy to live with it.
I think he actually marries the actress Lucy Lawless who plays whatever character, and she has kids. I think that's what she's referring to. But you're talking about Lucy Lawless. If you're blind and deaf,
I'd marry her if she was in a horrific car accident, and couldn't walk again. I'd still marry her.
She's one of those crazy feminist types too. So watch out.
yeah. So it makes perfect sense that
It'd be fine.
Ron would hook up with Lucy Lawless. So yeah, no question.
Also, this whole thing about Ron's okay with feminists. He's not. He thinks he hates everybody. Pretty much.
He hates everyone equally. That's what's feminist about him.
Yeah. But he hates feminists the most, so, yeah. Well, feminists and vegans. Oh, and yoga.
And Canadians, yeah. And
Canadians.
And pretty much anything that's not America. When he goes on that trip, he's like, here's American money. No, this is real money. This is good.
Yeah, he goes to Britain. He goes to Britain. It's like, yeah, this is real money. We don't accept it here. Why not? This is actual money.
Life, try to overstep boundaries with his coworkers. He also has very strong beliefs and is honest.
But he doesn't care about his coworkers. That's why.
What he believes in. He doesn't hide behind, screens on social media. He's very open about putting in minimal
where that comment came from.
into things that he doesn't believe in. It's not like he's trying to get away with it.
Half of these things are like not even positive traits. They're just, oh, you're not a fucking psychopath murderer. Congrats, that's a positive trait.
Well, we haven't.
Why is this bar so low? Why do you
Ron, he doesn't hide behind stuff because he just doesn't care about anyone's opinion. He signs that letter to let the Canada go fuck itself from Ron Swanson and puts his entire name, house number, and address on it because he wants a response. He doesn't overstep his co-workers' boundaries because he just doesn't care. His co-workers go, "Oh, I'm going for a terrible divorce." He'd be like, "Oh, okay,
fuck off,
bye." Like that. It's just doesn't care. He's like, "It's not my problem. I don't care." It's like he works for the government. He goes, "Yeah, we just hate me. It's fine."
Yeah, he wants to. He works in the government to bring it down. It's hilarious. It's like my greatest dream is to have this all come crashing down.
When someone goes like, "Don't we pay our taxpayer money go to something useful?" and just starts laughing, it's like, no. It's just like he's so brutally honest about it. It's great.
Very open. I believe this, so I'm not going to do this more than the bare minimum. And he values.
One thing to also remain consistent that everything every single positive trait of all these so-called masculine men, whether you agree with they're masculine or not, has been they have no preferences. Like they don't assert themselves on anything. It's a good thing that he has no preferences about a woman having children already. Or the other guy was like, oh, it's good that he doesn't have any negative thoughts on her being a webcam girl or something like that. You can't have any preferences as a man. That's it's masculinity means you don't have any preferences.
No, but the thing that I know the preferences, but the thing with Ron is it's not like he hasn't got any preferences. It's just he doesn't care. He just doesn't give a shit.
Well, that's what she's saying.
I know that's what she's saying, but yeah, from her perspective, it's like, oh no, it's because he's so open and all. It's like no, he just doesn't care.
Same thing as
flying
equivalent as a neckbeard saying women are too picky because they don't go out with guys who are 400 pounds. It's kind of like that. Like you're not like the neckbeard types.
Hello, movie Bob.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the neckbeard also say this about women. Like women shouldn't have any preferences according to the neckbeard types. So, and you get this same here, where a man shouldn't have any concerns or preferences. You just accept everything.
Yeah.
So he actually has if you guys remember, he's teaching kids in gym. He shows them the Swanson pyramid of greatness. It's just absolutely brilliant. He's just like this huge hierarchy of all these amazing things also, that he believes in.
Isn't all his ex-wives got the same name?
Yeah.
Because he only dates women with the same name. Yeah.
They can't be blonde, I think.
Yeah, they can't be. They've got to be brunette. They've got to have the exact same name. So like Tina or something.
Yeah.
They've got to be called. But yeah. So yeah, he's picky about stuff, but he just doesn't care. This is the thing. He's like, I hate everything and everybody, so I just don't care. He works.
Is that very relatable to you?
Or... Yeah. Well, I used to work for the government for 5.5 years, and you get like that. You just don't care about anything. I was watching Parks and Recs while I worked. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be like that. And it worked well. It helps you get through the day. You just do not care about anything.
Values on a whole lot. Like when he says, the only two things I hate are liars and skim milk, which is water lying about being milk. And he gets things done. He's skillful and he's resourceful. Division.
for her saying that line with a straight face, that's a pretty funny line. It's pretty accurate too.
Of labor
Well, is that?
Is important not because of arbitrary gender roles, but because it's hard for one person to know how to do everything.
So does he say that? Is I don't believe in traditional gender roles. Did he say that in the show?
No.
Or is she just kind of inferring that?
I think it's more the fact that because he never said anything about it, I think she just assumes that it must be what it means. She's doing the whole like an, I don't know, what would you call it?
Objection?
Yeah. She's sort of like saying like because
fan fiction, headcanon.
Yeah, headcanon stuff. Yeah, headcanon fan fiction stuff. Because it was never brought up, and he said, "I believe in gender roles." It must mean that he believes the opposite. Which is not the case. It's just the fact that he just doesn't care about anyone apart from really himself. He's just Ron. As long as he can get his eggs and bacon in the morning, he doesn't care. Just eggs, bacon, fishing, woodworking, drinking whiskey. It's manly stuff.
All right.
Of course, if you're the type of person that never wants a long-lasting relationship, doesn't want to get married.
Yes, he does.
He's been married 3 times.
He gets married in the show.
Why is that masculine though to not want to get married? Again, she's just listing things at this point.
Yeah.
A little bit of tying it back to psychology would help out a lot. So does he actually just spend the next minutes talking about this guy?
Oh my god.
Let's have to find out.
That'd be amazing.
Is this like,
that'd be amazing.
Her dream man or something?
He doesn't want to have.
I don't blame her.
Then maybe you do have to learn those things for yourself. But for most people who do want some kind of partnership in their life, I think it's important to know what skills you're good at and what kind of partner will complement those skills. Because, yeah, there's nothing wrong with a man that doesn't have, specific masculine interests or skills.
Okay, so you're talking about traits or you're talking about skills? Because they're very different things. Like, sure, you want complementary traits, but complementary skills? I don't think skills usually matter that much in terms of the relationship. Like, you could be an engineer and they could be a hairstylist, or they could be a model. It doesn't really matter. Like, the job and skills, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're an artist. It doesn't matter if you're an electrician. It doesn't matter if you're an actor.
You could be a doctor, but you could still beat the crap out of your wife. It doesn't matter what skills you've got.
Wait, what?
Having good skills doesn't mean having been a good traits. Skills and traits don't line up.
Well, she said in a relationship, and skills have nothing to do with being in a relationship. You want complementary traits, not complementary skills.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, the guy's a really good doctor, so he's got skills, but he still beats up his wife, so it's not good. It's not good traits in the relationship. So it doesn't matter what skills he's got. Like you say, you need good traits. Having bad traits, you still have bad traits no matter what skills you have.
Yeah, you want complementary personalities. You want to be able to play off each other well.
Yeah.
Skills.
You want someone to watch The Office with.
Set of skills, and one day you see a spider on the ceiling, and neither of you know what to do.
What?
It's just good to have a balance of
What?
evening each other out.
What? Is she conflating skills and traits? Like character traits?
You need skills.
You see
Get a spider out.
you kill it, right? That's the thing. You just get a shoe or something.
Get a
It's a
newspaper.
spider.
Wait, why are you even fucking killing it? Just
Well, just get a glass and a piece of paper, and you can help put it outside.
yeah, like if you kill it, that leaves a horrible splatter on the wall.
Wait a
Then you
second.
have to clean it.
What kind of relationships or life experiences does she have that she doesn't know what to do with a spider?
Is
she talking about like again? This would make sense if she's talking about traits. Like, say if you have you and your partner. I think this is what she's trying to get at. If you and your partner are both afraid of spiders, then no one's going to do anything about the spider. Again, this is the best interpretation.
That's not what happens because I'm terrified. I'm terrified of spiders.
And then she's saying that instead of having the same traits, you want complementary traits where one's scared of the spider and the other one isn't, so they deal with the spider. Is that what she's trying to get at? I'm just imagining like see a spider complementary skills. Did you go through your 3 weeks basic training to know how to get rid of spiders? She's like, no, I missed that as well. I'm like, well, I guess you're gonna have to live with the spider here then. I guess you're fucked.
What? You need skills to get rid of it.
It's not that complicated.
I've got a lot of skills. I've got a very specific set of skills. I can get a spider out of my house in like 0.5 seconds.
I wonder if she's like with the
across the room and out the window.
Like she's with a potential boyfriend. It's like, do you know how to get rid of like insects and stuff? It's like, what?
He's like, yeah. What, is your house filled with insects?
Oh god, I haven't.
I like Tinder. She's got a Tinder profile. Must be skillful getting rid of spiders.
You need to have a flourish when you toss them out the window. Then you need to have a card like 10.
Skills get rid of spiders. Must like The Office. And then that's it. That's her entire dating profile.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
I just realized she's kind of dressed like Morticia Addams.
Sila mentioned that in the casual chat. That she looks a lot like Morticia, but yeah.
Oh.
Oh no. No.
Whether you're feminine, masculine, male, female, whatever it may be, it's not about fitting into specific gender roles. It's just about meshing well with the person.
What's the specific
Wait.
You've actually mentioned gender roles a lot.
What are we talking about?
You never actually explained one.
Wait, it's like, okay, relationships and like masculinity, like while they kind of have a little bit to do with each other, that they're not the same thing. It's like, say, it doesn't matter about gender roles and masculinity and femininity. It matters that you can gel well together. Is that what this whole video, like this video, secretly all been about relationships?
Let's just imagine that gender roles are real. Okay, so males have certain male roles. Mm-hmm. If there are no positive masculine behaviors, how can they not fit into gender roles if they're both the same trait? Like, I'm masculine doing masculine things, which is a good thing according to her, whatever it is. How would that not be for males? The same way women would have female trait. Like what are you talking about now? Are we just disconnected the gender role from gender traits?
No, obviously gender skills.
Yeah, but what the hell is that?
Gendered skills, removing spiders from houses.
What is she talking about?
She's not like as insane as Maggie Mayfish, but like holy hell, this lady isn't too bright, it seems, when it comes to making videos.
That's not that hard to not be as insane as Maggie Mayfish.
Yeah, that is a pretty low bar. But
all you have to do is wake up and not talk.
I'm sure she's a very pleasant lady in real life, but for the love of God, this video is fucking abysmal. It's more like she just had a rant. It's like I had a list of people, and then she just kind of, talks about them off the top of her head, and that would maybe explain the swearing if you keep censoring it.
It really should just be my top 10 favorite male characters.
Let's be honest.
This whole thing just seems incredibly pointless. It's not about masculinity. Like, I guess it's a bit about like who she fancies, and another bit about like who's good for like a relationship. But then like I don't know, rename that top 10 people I would want to be in a relationship with from TV.
Look at look at her. You saw her videos. There's always like the top 5, the top 10. What do you do when this happens? She's obviously trying to get her channel to be attractive by talking about things that, I don't know, people might care about. Virtue. But,
doing the Watch Mojo method of...
Right. By virtue...
No.
Of using her degree or her whatever education to make some use of it, because who the hell knows what she's going to do with her life after whatever post-secondary education. So it's like, well, I started a YouTube channel and people are liking it. It's like, I guess it's
good luck with that.
It sounds so goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Do this on a bad
maybe
boy.
She should have I don't know, got an education in something that would have gotten her a job, but that didn't.
If only she'd learned how to remove spiders from her house. Should have been made.
Like, this is a pretty nice house. She must have like a nice job, or like, I don't know, a parent money,
a parent's
or, like,
house.
maybe
a parent's house. That's why she's filming it in the kitchen.
Well, I don't know. Like maybe she's in a relationship with someone that be able to afford this house.
Her mum's cleaning her bedroom, so she's had to move down to the kitchen to just do this video.
I'm actually gonna quickly look like what are like the other backgrounds in the other videos. She's like against a white wall.
Yeah, she's sitting at her red couch. She's sitting in front of her Christmas tree. It looks like, or a tree. She's
sitting on a red couch.
Yeah, red couch
with a white wall.
Yeah,
I've seen that movie before.
She's on her deck. Okay, yeah. Either she married someone rich, or she's living with her parents. So you don't have.
That's a very nice house.
You do not have a kitchen like that, and you are a psychology student or going into PhD programs. You're broke.
Yeah. Students are usually incredibly broke.
Ha! I wouldn't know anything about that. Looks over at motion capture suit.
So her most popular video...
You're broke now.
Her most popular video is almost 770,000 views. It is, this psychology formula predicts with 94% accuracy if your relationship will last.
Ooh, that's clickbait.
Yeah.
I smell clickbait.
A lot of this is
trying to
clickbait.
game the algorithm.
Yeah, pretty much. 4 signs of maturity and how to cultivate maturity. Red, yellow, and green flags in relationships. It's all just... She's just like randomly talking about psychology and trying to make it popular. That's it.
Oh my god, she has t-shirts.
Does she?
She has merch?
She has t-shirts. She has merch.
Where is it?
She has a I'm good for mental health, mute misogyny mug, gaslighter repellent, my personality type is Romanian, group therapy shirt, honorary therapy cat hoodie.
My personality group is Romanian.
Her mug is better than my Raylo's Tears mug. There's no way.
I'll put it in the chat. Like this. This is her store.
Where did you find that? Oh, I just found it. Yeah, Teespring.
It's literally just store. Yeah, it's Teespring.
Well, why Romania?
I don't know.
Wow, these are expensive.
Why?
$33 for a shirt.
Wow. Okay.
I think the custom printed stuff tends to be
she put her
a little bit more expensive.
She put her cat on a shirt. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, I thought you were going to say she put a cat up for sale.
I've put much worse, like lower stuff on a shirt before on Redbubble. Mm-hmm. Hell, I put a picture of a sausage roll, put the text, I am a sausage roll. I am not kidding. 5 people bought that on a t-shirt.
She has a
it was just the most random fucking thing.
She has a mute misogyny mug.
Yep.
Why?
I just mentioned that.
$20.
$20 for a mug?
Honorary therapy
for me, it's
dog.
14 quid.
This is a lot of crap.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm so good at the fact that she's talking about Romania for some reason as a personality trait. It's a country. You're not.
Gaslighter.
She has a
repellent.
shirt with her cat that says, "This is my relaxation time. Please respect my boundary." What? What the fuck?
Oh,
This
Anna,
is like
you're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl, but the craze is just not for me.
Maybe she learned like the top 5 ways to be popular on YouTube. It's like do a very niche audience, make merch, talk about the top 5 lists all the time. It's like all these random things you have to do to make.
Advice for anything. I feel like that was the top #1 piece of advice. If you want to do self-publishing and novels and stuff, just find a niche audience, and then start with that. You'll gain an audience.
Show cleavage if you're a woman. That'll get you views on YouTube.
Actually, no, you don't even need to do that. You'll still get simps. Like just be a woman, and you'll just get simps no matter what.
Okay,
but
so
she has
this. Stop my channel.
I'm only starting to look into this, and this is the flowchart or like referenced in her video about jealousy or something, and the opposite action and problem solving. Decide which to use. Ask, does this fit in the facts? Yes, no. I guess yes. Is this acting on this emotion effectively? Do not act on emotion / urge. So like, should you do something or should you? So basing emotion on facts and acting on emotion. What the fuck is this flowchart? Why is this necessary?
There's so many weird logic gates in psychology when you study like behavior, like what you should do with your this or that if they have this problem.
I don't know. Just do the right thing or the wrong. You don't need a fucking flowchart to know. Oh, it's wrong to do this, that, and the other.
It depends on when you're giving therapy lessons to a patient. Like they'll need their own workbook, and they will have stuff like this in them. So. Whether that's helpful, I don't know, but these are different kinds of therapies, so it really depends on who you go to, what technique they're using, and like if you just go to a random psychiatrist, they'll give you a workbook just because they understand it's healthier for you to do something more constructive. So having a book that they can work in and read and go, okay, yeah, this is something I understand, as opposed to just constantly seeing them and their schedule.
Yeah.
So. Sounds goofy.
Also, because most therapists just get bored to death of your bloody moaning, so they just lob you a book.
Anyway, we're almost done. Let's. We agree with her choice. We just don't agree with her reasoning.
I don't even know if she's talking about Ron anymore. She just seems to have drifted off onto a different topic.
Yeah.
And then we can have a look at the comments and see how batshit insane they are.
No.
I want to see the comments. Look, someone told us to look at the comments. We'll fucking look at the comments.
But a little tangent was just something about the idea of a masculine man and why that can be valuable if you have more traditionally feminine interests. But yeah, that's the thing that I really like about Ron Swanson is the courage. The courage to say what he believes in, to actually put his name to it, to actually be okay with the consequences of his actions. So what do all these men...
Yeah, when the consequences he knows are not going to be obliteration. That's reliance on,
I, every time she says Swanson, I keep thinking Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Yeah. What do you mean traditionally feminine interests? What feminine interests does he have? Or was that some other topic she was talking about?
The only thing I could think of is a joke that what's her name was making about him about liking certain vegetables, I think. Because he doesn't like vegetables.
Well, I know that all of these the feminist types, they hate the traditional gender roles, and they say women should not be locked to the kitchen. So they think that cooking is inherently feminine. It really isn't. It's just cooking.
Yeah.
Fuck, I like to cook.
He's awesome. Okay, it's not inherently feminine.
Even Cisco likes to cook.
Even Cisco likes to cook, and he's very, very masculine.
Yeah, I like cooking.
In fact, it gives
me food.
I have an award in catering from my high school. Not mostly because I was the only student which actually tried. Everyone else didn't really care, but I still won it. I am proud of that ability. I won it by default.
This is the reason why Gordon Ramsay is one of the most popular chefs in the world. Cooking is not necessarily feminine.
It's. I would say the reason why he's popular is mostly because there is a lot of entertainment in watching him scream at shit chefs and establishments. Like, what the fuck? Why is my food microwaved? This is not a chicken. This is a duck.
It's fucking raw!
You didn't cook my lobster. It's still alive on my plate. What am I supposed to do with this? Like, your kitchen's dirty, you donkey.
What are you, an idiot sandwich? What are you, an idiot sandwich?
Oh, yeah, well, you also have to. Like, it's understandable why he's like that, but because you have to be very hard in the catering industry, because obviously you don't want to give someone food poisoning. You have to know your shit. If you've ever worked in like a restaurant, like serving, even just serving food, like mostly what chefs should always be is very tough, and like again, you have to get this right. You that's why you're here. That's why you're paid. It's important. This is food. Fucking do it. Don't spit in the food. Don't poke the food. Don't drop the food. Don't undercook the food.
The sad thing is that show is that a lot of the food's just not very good. So.
I find it interesting.
All the food looks like it could crawl off the plate. So,
I find it funny to watch the difference between, like the kitchen nightmares from the UK and the kitchen nightmares from the US. Like, there's a very stark difference between the two of them.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The same with
I suppose
MasterChef.
because like the US is maybe it's less regulated. I guess that's the reason why. Or because it's like the establishments. There's a lot more of them, so it's difficult to again regulate them with what regulations Americans do have on their establishments.
It depends. I mean, even the shows of the producer, how the tone. If you look at all the master chefs throughout the world, like America, Canada, Australia, South America, the tone is very different in each one. And the most aggressive, like screamy, angry, almost violent is the American. Whereas the Australian is like everyone's a friend. Everyone just wants you to do well. And they're so calm. It's weird.
Gordon Ramsay's British. It's more just like when he goes from America to Britain to America, it's like I guess it's much easier to find much worse restaurants, like I don't know, in the middle of nowhere in America.
It's really interesting because when he goes to like parts of Britain, he went to a I can't remember. It was like a church that got converted into a carvery. I think they called it a carvery. It was basically you go there for seniors would go there for getting like free, really cheap food. But it was really a priory. That's what it was. They turned it into a carvery, and it was just horrible. Like this week old meat was thrown on the ground, like really gross stuff. And he had to go in there and just like toss it all out, toss out all the equipment, and just tell these chefs.
They're only feeding old people.
I know,
they
but
can't taste much.
It was horrific.
It is always like very interesting to watch Gordon Ramsay, and then like just how do people ever think this is a good idea? Like this is sometimes just basic shit that even you don't even need a GCSE or A level or a degree in catering. Like obviously you should know if you have dropped food on the floor.
Have sex in our fucking chicken box.
Like
it's like
hell, there was a kitchen that had a fucking pigeon in the place. Why is there a kitchen? Why is there a pigeon in the kitchen?
Anyway,
well, life's great mystery. So why is there a pigeon in the kitchen?
Anyway, we can ramble on about these wonderful shows, but let's try and finish this lady off because.
Too much talk about Gordon Ramsay.
I would love to. I think he's great. He's amazing.
Have you ever watched him like with kids?
He's great. He's great.
You expect him to be like absolutely horrible, but he's like very nice and kind.
Oh, he's such a sweetheart with the kids. Yeah. You hugs him. He goes, no, don't cry. No, it's fine. It's all right.
Gordon Ramsay's actually a nice guy. He's really nice.
Even if you watch him on his own channel, like when he's around his family and such, he's like incredibly nice. He's not the same Ramsay you get used to watching. Like, because he'll be like there. I think I watched a video of him like he's making fish and chips in his own kitchen in like 10 minutes, and he's being timed, and like he's having banter with his their family, and they're having they're all just having a laugh, and he's incredibly nice. It's all in good fun.
Well, the show that he's known for is Hell's Kitchen, and that's where he gets really angry because the people he's talking to are actual chefs, and they've been, some of them have been chefs longer than he has, so he just flips out at them, and it's understandable in certain cases.
One of the scenes of Hell's Kitchen is all those people who are contestants, they actually do get like massages backstage and things to calm them down psychologically, because it's a very psychologically demanding show to be on there. To be yelled at by Gordon Ramsay and just be
I still laugh at the I don't know if you ever saw this one, but like Gordon Ramsay just like, who are you putting forward to be kicked out? And he just says this person, and like, he's asking for like the show. So obviously he's like, okay, who and why for the show, so the audience knows. And then he's like, I'm not. They know who they are. It's like, okay, please tell me. He's like, no, they know who they are. And then it gets to the point where he gets in Gordon Ramsay's face, and he's like, do you want to fight with me? We'll take this outside. It's like, why the fuck is he picking a fight with Gordon Ramsay over? I don't know. He could have just answered why they were voting to kick these people out, but he couldn't, and he walked off the show because of it.
Anyway,
wow.
He
wasn't even picked.
Let's keep going. Okay.
In common. Well, they have security. They're secure in their identity and their masculinity. They don't need validation from other people. They have that validation from inside themselves, and they don't lash out.
They sexually harass. They're weirdos. They're creeps.
They're perverts. Yeah. But they're funny, so...
They remind me of my grandmother.
They also have empathy, warmth, kindness, politeness, sweetness. I kind of put all these things together.
Sexual harassment, sweetness, okay.
Yeah, that's about right.
Why are we appearing more progressive in this stream than she is in her video? Is she literally promoting positive masculinity as a guy, which is someone who, again, sexually harasses people and is a pervert?
Yeah, but that guy made her go lol once in a text. So
ha 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 ha.
Lol smiley face. XO.
They also have intelligence or resourcefulness. If we're looking at, gender roles from a purely evolutionary point of view, it makes sense that a man would be able to protect not only himself but his family through skills and mental capacity. This is not to say that women don't need these attributes as well. Obviously we're on a channel of, mostly women that talk about very intellectual things. All I'm saying is that a man who lacks these traits might not feel as secure in his masculinity. And I think there's a reason why men who do have these traits, who do have intelligence and resourcefulness, tend to feel a little bit more secure with themselves. Also, another trait that these men have in common is they're very self-sufficient. They're not a work in progress.
Okay, things are starting to make sense, but it doesn't align with what the fuck she was saying 5 minutes earlier with some of the people she was picking.
Yeah, I'm just.
It's like, yeah, there's a reason why these traits exist. Yes, I agree. Doesn't mean that women can't have these traits. Sure, yeah, women can have these traits. I agree, and it can sometimes be extremely helpful to have these traits. I agree. And then she's like, need to be self-sufficient, this, that, and the other, and this is very positive. It's like, this is not describing who the fuck you were talking about before.
Also, the reason these people... I can't. The reason these people are also very self-sufficient is because it's a script, and they've always got a job no matter how little work we do. So, yeah.
All right. We have 1 minute left.
Either working on themselves or they already have their resolved issues, so they don't need a woman to come in and raise them or fix them in some way. They're also loyal and honest, and they're also brave. They have courage.
Hold on. I know for a fact that one of the predominant fantasies from romance and everything is fixing the guy, the rake, the guy who is just going off on with everyone or whatever. The fantasy is I can fix him. I because it's about being special. Like I'm the one woman who can fix him. That's the behind it.
I had a quick look through the comments, and there is some weird ones to say the least. That some that she's even hearted, like the average simp is like, wow, how you so pretty, girl, like that kind of comment. Or the and like the top one is a guy who reminds me of positive masculinity is my neighbor, who is a buff ex-marine blacksmith who also has a tiny terrier he takes everywhere. He feeds and saves wildlife, helps neighbors, and has a gay/black/woman equality sign on his window. What?
What a faggot.
He sounds gay, and like a lot of these comments are like not even really worth talking about. Really, it's like, oh my god, why didn't you include any of the men from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Sad face, and then she says, "Oh no, I should have really used." that would have been a really good show to use. Completely slipped my mind.
Thinking of other things besides The Office to add in there. You added 4 characters from The Office. Usually, you want when Watch Mojo does these little lists. At least they come from 10 different shows for 10 different numbers.
One spot for each show. That's what
they make rules. So
it's like this is like a mostly female channel, so it just seems like they're all praising the video because it's like their favorite funny people from comedies.
Yeah.
Here's a comment. Wow, how are you so pretty? Yeah, I think you said that. It's just, and she loves the message. It's like, okay.
Yeah, she's almost love-hearted every single message.
Simpler. One of them is actually does actually say, I really love this video. I'm also 27 autistic, and it's teaching me what I should grow into. I'm like, shit, man.
27.
Well, 27 should be like sorting yourself out by now.
All right. Well, we're almost done. So.
Yay.
I wish she started with this list of criteria and then got into her actual top 10 to explain where she's going with this, because that does not reflect the.
There's still a full minute left.
Yeah.
Maybe still a full minute left.
Maybe she'll start.
Full minute. Sorry, I thought you said 4 minutes. I was like, what? No. That's not on my video.
Maybe she'll start pushing her merch or something. Buy my cat shirt.
Themselves, for others, for their beliefs. And finally, the last thing I thought of actually while listing all these men is that these men aren't afraid of duality. We talk a bit on this channel about dialectics, being able to handle that two opposites can be true. You can be a strong man and want a strong woman.
It's not what a dialectic is.
Isn't that that's from 1984. That's double thing. It's being able to hold two opposite ideas. That's true. I think wrong book there. I think
she's looking for the word antinomy, but okay.
Well, at least that fucking degree's coming in handy, isn't it? Get the wrong fucking word.
Why did she do this at the start of her bloody video and then go into what? Can you imagine writing an essay? I'm going to write an essay about men. I like man number 1 up to man number 10.
This could use so much structure to the video, and the video would be so much better, as well as thinking out a proper fucking title. The video is completely unstructured. Like, she said that she only just started coming up with these things, like the conclusion, after she came up with a list. So she randomly came up with a list, came up with a conclusion, apparently didn't go back to redraft the list, list after coming to her conclusion and then setting the definition for like everything she's talking about. So now she has fucking sex perverts on the list. Apparently she didn't reorder the list because her fucking sex pervert is higher on the list than a socially awkward guy or something, or who was in the top place, not top, 10, who was in number 10 or 9.
Kramer. What's his name from Addams Family?
Well, she has she has like 4 people from The Office, and the number 2 on the list is a guy who sells refrigerators.
Who's from The Office?
From The Office.
So, redraft the video. Redraft your skip. That's something probably to learn.
Bob Vance from Vance's Refrigeration. God damn it. He's a man.
At least you beat the sex pervert. That's high praise, apparently. Also, again, just think of, I don't know, a bit more positive things to say than, he's not a negative.
He's nice.
Because that is an extremely low bar. He doesn't have a problem with this. Congrats. He's an average person. He has, basic respect for people that everyone should fucking have. Like rewarding someone for not being a murderer. It's like, congrats, you're not a murderer.
It's bad that I've actually got halfway through my big slab of cheese while watching this video. Just not.
Why have you just got a slab of cheese?
Well, why haven't you, Shiny?
That's what men do, obviously.
Yeah, just eat cheese. Also, it's come to its best before, so I thought I'd better get rid of it.
He's open with his feelings. He doesn't judge women, which is my favorite part. He doesn't judge women. And also, he has a big slab of cheese. It's part of a list, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm a sexual pervert as well, so I'm quite high up on that. So.
It doesn't have to be these dichotomies with complete opposites. So I think a man.
Is anyone saying it needs to be complete opposites? I mean, even in relationships, like what people generally think of is people that have similar traits to me. People that like similar things. You need things in a relationship. You don't want the opposite. You want someone who is going to compliment you, as you fucking talk about here. No one says I'm going to find someone who's the exact complete opposite of me in every single way.
Yeah, but Shiny, don't you want to find an insane sex pervert serial killer? What's the opposite? This woman doesn't. I'm sorry to say this, but this woman doesn't know what she's on about.
Apparently.
Multiple at the same time and understand that 2 things can be true. That's very valuable as well. And I think
2 things cannot be true at the same time.
Well,
red cannot be blue.
Wait.
Okay, you can have 2 things which are true at the same time, but you can't have 2 things that are true that are completely contradictory.
Yeah, you could have. There are millions. There's a multitude number of truths. Yes, but if you're talking about contradictory,
that is true.
But that's what she said. 2 things cannot be true. And like, wait, yes, they can. Many things can be true. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, I know that, but what she's trying to get at is it's like I think what she's trying to get is 2 opposite things.
But she didn't say it that way.
I know she didn't say it that way, but I've watched enough of these videos to know what they mean.
If you're gonna say something use the word dichotomy, you have to know what the bloody hell you're saying. Like, it's just getting annoying. Like, read a book and actually understand it. Like, it's not too hard.
Take a sociology degree or you are, dear.
If you're gonna use the word dialectic, you may as well know what Hegelianism or the Hegel dialectic is, or the Marxist dialectic, or whatever. Like, take an hour and just learn up what those words mean, and then use them properly, please. I feel as if she's like,
heck, just watch a load of Smudcast, because we explain what those things mean loads of times to people who don't know what they.
So I feel like she's just talking off the cuff, and she had an idea for a video and she didn't think it through properly, and then she's kind of like backtracking.
Or redrafted or did anything.
She had
any kind of structure.
No. She had a structure. It was just not very strong. It was just like, I'm going to talk about these 10 things with these 10 people.
Again, it's like she had a list.
Yeah.
Like, she had a list, and then she just talked about that list after it.
It's backwards. Like, remember that guy? He was a dating coach, I think, and he wrote for not Vox, but he wrote for some other silly publication. He was talking about positive masculinity. We were sitting there like, what the hell is he talking about? And then he just started going into relationships. I was like, okay, this is not making any sense. This is just another weird version of that, only less enthusiastic and more subjective with her personal interests in men. Fictional characters, rather. Anyway, 25 seconds.
Part of the reason behind the Madonna horror complex for many men is...
What was that?
And I think that's actually part of the reason behind the Madonna horror complex for many men.
What? The what?
The horror complex?
Madonna horror complex?
She censored it?
Yeah, that's the idea of men see women in two ways, either as their mother or as a whore. It's a complex. So I think I heard of that before. I forgot. Maybe even Jordan Peterson talked about it. I think he did. I forgot. But it's usually like men have two ways of looking at women, either through as their mother, someone they look up to or aspire to be like or care about, and the whore, the woman they use.
You're right. This is an actual thing. Wow.
Okay, but why is she censoring herself? Because it makes it sound like
and of course...
okay, if she's factually stating something, that it is this complex, she's not like off the cuff swearing, like fucking hell or something like that. It is, she's stating it factually, which is like, if you are really against swearing, surely that is like one of the only occasions it is like to say it factually.
Yeah.
And then she even censors herself. It's like, imagine if I started talking about I don't know, the J.J. Abrams mystery box theory, and it was like all of a sudden I just bleeped out the word mystery. So the J.J. Abrams theory. It's like, what J.J. Abrams theory? What the fuck are you on about?
So this idea was first identified or brought about by Sigmund Freud, of course.
Of course. Oh yeah. Oh, that goes without saying. Obviously.
Of all the things you could be talking about, it has to be another Freudian reference. Oh God.
Yay! How original.
It's about sex. Yay!
Never heard his name brought up with these silly things constantly.
Yeah. Well.
Freud never heard of him. What does he do?
We have like 20. Okay, we're good. We understand the meaning. It's fine.
And understand that two things can be true. That's very valuable as well. And I think that's actually part of the reason behind the Madonna horror complex for many men is this inability to realize that a woman can be multiple things. A woman can have a sexual past and be a valuable partner. I hope you liked this.
That has nothing to do.
She can be a mother and a
you know what? A dog can be a corpse or a puppy. You know, that's true. What does that have to do anything with this topic?
One little critique here is that she just dropped the term Madonna horror complex. She didn't explain it though. She's Madonna horror complex. Okay, what does that mean? If we didn't know what it was, then we're just lost here. Like, okay, obviously,
especially since
so
like
smart.
You can be a whore, but someone's gonna marry you at some point. So,
well, again, again, as she's saying, you can be a whore and you can be a mother.
Well, that is true. I'm not going to deny that. You've probably been a mother for a lot of people.
What is this? Oh my god!
All right, do we have to read any comments? I think we did that already.
Nah, I think the comments I don't think are worth even laughing at.
Yeah.
No.
This was again. This was the most I have laughed in a very long time.
All right. I had fun. This was silly, but you know, she's not dumb. She's just scatterbrained. Okay, just go that far. Unstructured. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That's good too. I like that too.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, like, okay, if this ever does find its way to a seriously write a script, redraft, go over it over and over again. It helps a lot. When even when you first start writing scripts, the first scripts I would write were terrible, and I didn't understand why. And it was literally because I didn't go back and redraft it afterwards. And after I discovered redrafting, which I mean you think would be fucking obvious, but it wasn't to me at the time. So, suddenly my scripts get a lot better because I go back. Maybe that needs a bit more wording. I see I haven't properly explained myself there. Maybe I should bring a point in. I need some evidence there. Man, I keep going backwards and forwards until I have cleaned it to a shine, like polishing.
Yeah, it's yeah.
All right. Hoi, that was enough. I think I was not expecting to have that much fun, but it happens.
Oh yeah, I when I first went over this video, I thought, oh my god, this is gonna be fucking terrible. This is gonna be
so boring.
I'm literally just gonna be like hanging myself, and then later on it's like, oh no, we got Bob Vance and Vance's refrigeration, sex perverts, and
perfect masculine roles.
Yep.
And Ron Swanson, which is always cool. All right.
Apparently,
I agree with that.
If you want to be masculine, watch The Office. Be a creepy sex pervert. I'm not letting that one go because it is that batshit insane.
Yeah, there's no way that you can ever say, yeah, sex pervert. Wait, what? Let's just rewind. What did you just say?
You can't say a sex pervert is masculine.
Anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate your time and all your patience with us going through this, and hopefully we'll talk to you real soon. That was 3.25 hours. Holy jeez. Man. Well, it's a freezing night this evening, so I'm glad I kept warm, and I'm going to go get some whiskey to make sure. There's a thing you should mention. You got to drink whiskey, guys. If you're a man, get some Lagavulin. Like Ron Swanson, okay?
Yes.
Drink some whiskey and/or beer.
That's a good alternative. Yes.
Cigars are also
and/or beer.
Cigars may be optional, but they help.
And if you can, just cause a bit of sexual harassment.
There you go.
Show your masculinity off.
Get drinking, get smoking, and
get drunk, smoke, and commit sexual harassment.
Oh boy, that actually works in some cases, but that's obviously the taste of Anna. So, not every girl's like Anna, but
not every girl's like Anna.
That psychology girl.
Anna, that psychology girl.
Anyway,
thank you. She's lovely.
Thank you. Good evening. Have yourself a good one. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye bye.